and are ready for the strong dose. Yeah, the social distancing woman and them to come close. That time again, wall climb again. Hard wine, party to the sunshine. Whether on pitch, whether on soil, whether in cake, whether in oil, we go hard like the green king in the yo. I'm not going no small fret, let me extend my apologies. Best late entry of the century. Braga. Yo, I'm not going no small fret. Let me extend my apologies. On a big fet with big flag going overhead like canopy. Rag in my back pocket with a white vest, sneakers and wallabies. Knife tips and tight pants, I never really rate none of these. I come from brass festival and from customs and from flour mills. Was a fed, fire fet and licensing fet and them had a power pill. Everybody gone nice and groovy bunchy, all you pushing power still. If it's me alone, leave me with power on a hill. I ain't come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up. So all soca people, put your 2-1 in the air. You 2-1 in the air. You 2-1 in the air. I never come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up. All soca people, put your 2-1 in the air. You 2-1 in the air. All soca lovers do this. Show me your hand. 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 All I know is pace, feathers rough like sea. Going out all night, no go home before 3. When one fed done, we start a soca spray. So we go with way. You know, ask why we no question mark, we take why with apostrophes. Get gal with more lyrical content than Socrates. She could have shaped like a triangle with a cosine of isosceles. Any other thing different, red, that is blasphemy. I come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up. So all soca people, put your 2-1 in the air. You 2-1 in the air. You 2-1 in the air. All soca lovers do this. Show me your hand. 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 Show me your Santa Maria place. Diorino, girl running and pelting waist. Diorino, rags up in your face. Diorino, don't matter who must you live.
Yeah, it's mass, get ready, fast, it's rum, it's woman, we pumping hard, it's paint, it's powder, it's foam, it's water, it's fetting after fetting, no stopping, press gas, turn up the vibes, turn up the vibes, turn up the vibes, you going live, turn up the heat, turn up the fetting energy, and let me see, start to get right now like Lego bees, and then repeat, how much rum we drinking plenty, how much fat we going plenty, I know that we fetting plenty, but how much we shelling plenty, how much gal we jamming plenty, plenty, so much rolling, plenty. Hold on, go tell your mother, tell your sister, tell her friend, say carnival, come back again. Right now the things start, oh blessings said. Now everybody free up all they say. Take up something and wave it, take up something and wave it, take up something and wave it, take up something and wave it. I like the building shaking, I like the building shaking, I like the building shaking, I like the building shaking.
Who jumping like Jackie Box, and what somebody's speaker box. Give me all of the rum I want, give me all of the girl I want. Them girl and them bad out there, finally we can wind away. Give me all of the road I want, give me all of the road we want. Soca people, 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 soca people. Yeah. Push back if you're whining. Yeah. All over the world we jamming. We walk, jump. When I say to wine. When I say to pump your flag, push it up to the side. Soca people, 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 soca people.
In the water, 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 in the water. Oh, knock. Wet, don't Charlie wet, don't Charlie wet, don't Charlie wet, don't Charlie. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet me to foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet me to foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet me to foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet me to foot dog.
Don't there is pressure, nobody's tush. Something in the water is loose in the juice. So talk about pressure to water me bush. Your mind in the gutter, I talking about bush. Spray them with water, something in the water, something in the water, something in the water. Be like a
YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Mixcloud at DJ Private Ryan.
And shake on the rhythm, yeah. Girl, you better wine and give them kill them with the wine, yeah, give them more. Wine to the beat and go right down. Go down, go down, go down, go right down. Wine and go down, go down, go down. Wine and go down, go down, go down, go right down. Go down, go down, go down. Give them bounce, bounce and shake. Give them bounce, bounce and shake. Give them bounce, bounce and shake. Bounce and shake on the rhythm. Girl, you better wine and give them bounce and shake on the rhythm, yeah.
Good evening, good evening. We're right here down at the Little Bay Multipurpose Complex. And tonight, again, we bring you live basketball coverage with our very own Montserrat Shamrocks playing the St. Kitts and Nevis Sugar Boys. This is the fourth night. Yes, is it fourth? Yes. You can correct me. And we're right here playing as the game, if you have joined us or we have joined your living room a little bit later than usual, the game is already on its way. And we have 12 to St. Kitts and Nevis, while Montserrat Shamrocks with 4. We're in the first quarter, still very early. And you know, as tonight, position 1 or position 3, and I'll get that clarification in a minute. We're playing for the finals for tomorrow night. I'd like to say thank you very much to the MABA team and Magic Media for having us and bringing us into your homes each and every night, whether near and far, so you can feel what we're feeling and experience with your prospective teams. So you have the St. Kitts and Nevis Sugar Boys against our very own Montserrat Shamrocks, and it's 7-14, and we're still in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock, and that was a next shot. I think it's a 3-pointer from the St. Kitts Shamrock. So you have Kiana Woods coming over, dials one from downtown, tipping off the rim. Lovely rebound there by Wilshire. Wilshire goes out to Leader. Leader goes out to Rogers. Rogers on the top of the key, being marked by Woods. A wall being set. Leader by himself gives it back. Give and go to Leader. Turnover. Kiana Woods going to Rashawn Fenton. Fenton goes back to Kiana Woods. Coming out, goes back to Rashawn Fenton. Looks for help. Wilshire with just a check. And Kiana Woods on the top. Goes out to Christian Yearwood. Christian Yearwood goes up, coming off the glass, missing. Goes out to Wilshire. Wilshire takes it. One-on-one with Fenton. Goes up to the backboard. A little fake in between. Not a full pump fake, a half fake. And then he goes back out. Goes back out to Harris Fenton. Looks for it, but being marked closely by Rogers. Goes back out in the corner for Christian Yearwood. Goes back to Kiana Woods. Harris goes back into Rashawn Thomas. Rashawn Thomas going up, coming off of the rim. With Angel, or Angel as we are trying to find out from last evening, receiving that one. So number 6 is that Hard. Yes, Hard going up. Goes back out to Wilshire. Wilshire dials one, missing. Leader going up, and he was looking for that foul. Fahy telling him it was a clean, and that was a little bit short right there from Mr. Fenton. So you have checking in Phillips for Montserrat. And tonight we have a very exciting encounter. Well, this encounter now will give us a clear view of which teams will fight for the 2024 Invitational Basketball Invitational, Montserrat Invitational Trophy, or that prize, that great prize. As you know, Antigua had it, then St. Kitts came and they took it, and then this year we'd like to know who will have it. If you see that I'm moving or talking a little bit slow, don't worry about it. It's just that I'm being taken up by the plays, the play-by-play at this time. I will hold the floor or hold the part until my second comes, which is Miss Julius Fergus, and we have some exciting guests tonight. And that was a lovely 3 by Fenton, Rashawn Fenton, dialing a 3, and as you can hear, the crowd that is here giving him their love. So you have, and that was a 3 dial as well, because now the score is 19 to St. Kitts and 10 to Montserrat Shamrocks. And we are here. We just we have completed the first quarter. The first quarter in this very, very exciting matchup. And I must say our Montserrat Shamrock boys are looking very good so far. Although the score line might say a little bit different, we're looking very, very good here tonight. I would like to, at this moment, give some special respect to our platinum sponsors. And if you forgive me there, and it's King Ocean Services, and that's where you can get all of your shipping solutions done. The #1 shipping solution, King, and as you can see, King Ocean, and that's our platinum sponsor. Also, the gold sponsor, the Governor's Office, and I can tell you right now, the Governor, the Honorable Sarah Tucker and her team is here. And I'm sitting right here, and I can tell you they're sitting here in the VIP supporting our boys, and that's something that I like to see, that the ministers are ever passing through and they're giving their perspective and also supporting our locals. The silver sponsor, you have CG United Insurance, Bank of Montserrat, and the bronze sponsor, you have MSO, Does It Best Limited, and other sponsors, not forgetting, and they're not least at all, the Gem Sports Foundation. And last night you had a secretary coming in, giving us some feedback on how everything is done, and the team. And if you're looking to give, please contact the Gem team so we can get special funding or whatever equipments out to our young people here in Montserrat. And I will tell you this, standing in the capacity of coach and also sports consultant and also a sports developer, I can tell you there's a lot of talent here between our young people, not only our boys but also our girls. And you have ZJB. I think we're live on ZJB now. I think we've patched through then, yes. And I'm joined now by my co-host, Mr. Fergus, who at times have helped me out while I'm struggling, but we're doing it. And also Phila Magic Media. And I'm saying this is, I don't know about the rest of the world, but we're not no 3D. No. Yeah, we're in 6D. Thank you very much. If you don't like it, well, as the old people say, lie down beside that phrase. And Ches Mango Villa and Ashut Supermarket, we like to say thank you from the whole of the executive of the MABA team. I like to say thank you very much. And Mr. Fergus, he can represent the MABA team because he's also the vice president of the MABA Association. So, Mr. Fergus, good evening.
Yes, good evening. I'm happy to be back here tonight for another exciting game, semi-final game. I see Montserrat starting off on the lower end of the scorecard, but like we say every night, it's not necessarily determined in the first quarter. you know. So looking to see a very interesting game, a tight game. I mean, you definitely have to be unbiased as the commentators, but
Yes.
my heart is at home.
Yeah.
And I would love to see my guys pull off an upset tonight, but may the best team win at the end of it all. So yeah, here at the start of the second quarter,
Yes.
we have Rogers inbounding to Wilshire. Rogers across to Angel. Angel to Sargent. Sargent underneath to leader double teamed, and Rashan Fenton there coming up with the rebound for Montserrat. Across court to Tishan Phillip. Tishan Phillip resets to Rashan Fenton. Rashan Fenton pulls for another three. Gets it going.
Yes.
Coming inside there, I saw him draw the game back in.
Yeah.
A bit with a big three at the end of the first quarter. He seems to still be warm. St. Kitts now with the possession. Angel left on the corner by himself. Answers right back. Montserrat once again having to pay attention to those corners with the style of defense that they're playing. Tishan Phillip now drives to the middle. Two screams. One from Kristen, one from Thomas, and they seem to have worked. He drives straight through to the rim for a layup on the left-hand side of the basket. Rogers back to Angel. Angel double team by Fenton and Harris. Big nice give and go there, but Tishan Phillips slips through, steals the ball. Coming across court, played by Angel. In the corner to Fenton. Fenton pulls up, sets up again. Tishan Phillips for three. Misses. But Rashan Fenton coming up with the rebound there. Tishan Phillips from the corner again for a three. And that score is good. So we're now 22-18. Montserrat starting off hot in the second quarter.
And a lovely play there by Rashan Thomas, stealing that one, lining up with Rogers, faking him, going under him, and coming after the glass a little bit light, asking for the foul, did not receive the foul, and that was a give and go, and that was a foul. A foul. Liston Wilshire going up, and that was a foul against number 5 from our team. I think that's Harris.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 9.
Fenton Harris, number 9.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't see that one. Number 9.
No, that's Yearwood.
Kristen Yearwood.
Yeah.
That was a quick transition into defense.
Yes.
But yeah, so Rashan Fenton coming up to Kristen Yearwood. Kristen Yearwood leaves it for Tishan Phillip. Tishan with a lovely crossover. Going into the corner. Harris has it, looking for the help. Goes out to Phillip. Phillip looks and drives off on one hand.
Yes. Trying to
Floater.
get a floater there.
Yes.
Phillip penetrating tonight. He does have the 3 ball, so they have to step out. And if he's quick enough, while they're trying to reach out, he could beat them with that first step after dribble. Fenton Harris pulls up for the 3, misses a ball. Ball to Sargent, played by Thomas. Comes across the top to Angel. Back into Sargent. Sargent for the layup. Misses. Wilshire Dedo gets that big 2. St. Kitts carries the score back up by 9. 27 to St. Kitts to Montserrat 18. Harris on the wing, played by Wilshire. Across the top. Nice drive right across the lane. And he's fouled by Wilshire. That's number 11 there for St. Kitts. Good drive there by Harris, but once again, when we get those drives close to the basket, we have to convert. He does get 2 free throws, but could have been an and one at the end of the day. Nice hesitation play across the top of the key, getting the St. Kitts team unbalanced and driving to the key to draw that foul. Yes, so once again, I just want to say good night to all our listeners regionally in Montserrat, regionally St. Kitts, to all those who are participating, BVI, St. Eustatius, Antigua, unfortunately, couldn't be here. Those in England and Canada, even in the Americas, all the supporters all around the world, thank you for tuning in. We do love and appreciate the support that we're getting from you year by year. Leader now, down the other end of the court, poked out by Jazzy Weeks. Ball brought across the court by Steven Rodney. Steven Rodney to Kristen here with Jazzy Weeks down the middle. And a good lead there by Jazzy Weeks, working hard both on the defensive and the offensive ends.
Yes.
Good work there by Jazzy. Angel, picked up by Harris. Harris forcing him to pick up his dribble. Wilshire through the middle to Leader. Leader steps to Jazik, and he's called for a travel.
Yeah.
So Montserrat trying to apply some pressure, trying to keep the game close, not letting it get out of hand as it did last night. You know, just chip away. All they need to do is chip away. St. Kitts on the other hand, trying to stretch that lead, trying to frustrate the Montserratians into giving the game to them. Keanu Woods across the top, faced by Angel. Nice drop to the middle there for Christian Yearwood, but he misses. And the possession
belongs.
Stays
remains
with Montserrat. So that's out of bounds. I think the shot clock should have been set, but
yeah,
apparently not. So 11 seconds on the shot clock. Ball inbound to Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods across the top, but he's touched away by Leader.
Float.
To the middle to Fenton. Stevel Rodney, 43 in the corner, and that's good. Montserrat now within 4, 23 to 27. Ball across the top to Rogers. Rogers played by Harris of Montserrat. Wilshire to the corner for Angel. Angel pulls up for a 3 again. Misses. Stevel Rodney with the rebound. Settles the play. Brings it across slowly. He's picked up a half court by Rogers. Across to the wing to Christian Yearwood. Yearwood to Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods picked up by Leader. Keanu Woods pulls for the 3. Misses. But Christian is there. And the rebound is pulled by Wilshire. Wilshire played by Woods. Across court. Easy left for Wilshire. If it's one thing, St. Kitts will convert those easy buckets. They take the time to finish. Fenton on the wing. Drives through the middle, but he's stopped by Angel. Christian Yearwood coming down the middle. Half step through the middle and misses. Trying to draw the foul on Wilshire, but unlucky in that occasion. Poke the ball out to Jazik Weeks. Jazik Weeks to Christian, and Leader there getting his hands in the mix. Wilshire driving down the middle. Passes off to Sargent. Sargent goes for the lay, misses. Keanu Woods with the rebound. Coming across the court, but we have a stoppage in play there. Oh, Christian Yearwood is on the floor for the Montserrat team. He seems to have sustained some sort of injury.
Yeah.
There under the Montserrat ring. Seems to have been hit in his throat on the previous play, being tended to by the physio.
Yes, and if you're not here at this time, we would like you to make your way down and support our boys, because at this time you're needed. Your energy and everything else is needed right now, right here at the Little Bay Multipurpose Complex. Basketball is live, very live, as you are hearing it now. It's not a repeat, although you might hear we repeating some of the things that we've said, but that's the game. Once you know the game, yes, and certain plays, they will repeat themselves. We have to say it like it is. And we're right here now with a matchup between St. Kitts Sugar Boys and our very own Montserrat Shamrocks. So you have
Keanu Woods out of bounds, being handed the ball by the Honorable Kingston Buffon. Keanu Woods inbounds to Jazik Weeks. Jazik Weeks picked up by Angel. Across to Harris. Harris drives through the middle to the corner for Stevel for a 3. Doesn't make it, but Thomas getting a hand in there. Keanu pulls up for 3. Misses again. Angel with the rebound for St. Kitts. Brings it across court. Played by hands off to Rogers. Rogers played by Rodney. Good defense there. Angel in the 3. Oh, nice give and go there to Wilkinson, but Wilkinson cannot convert on that occasion. Beautiful pass through the middle there, but Steven Rodney fumbles the ball. Keanu Woods in the middle. Harris at the top of the key. Tries to drive through to Thomas. Thomas fumbles the ball. Steven Rodney on the wing. Steven Rodney comes through. Beautiful. That is what I've been wanting to see from Mr. Rodney throughout the course of this tournament. Driving through the key and putting your shot up. Montserrat now with 25, St. Kitts with 29. Angel on the top. Across to Rogers. Rogers pulls for 3, misses. Rebounded by Harris of Montserrat. Harris sends it across court, but Rogers getting a hand in between there, stopping that transition play. He didn't get the turnover, but slowing it down so St. Kitts can set up their defense.
And a while ago, your excitement comes with Mr. Stevel Rodney, and we've been saying that for the whole week, passing too much when he should be taking his opponent to the basket.
He is getting inside. He has the capability. He can dribble. He can create space. Sometimes he just takes that extra pass, and Keanu Woods there with a mid-range jumper, bringing the score 29-27 with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in that second quarter.
And you have Rogers being marked by Rodney at the top of the key, looking for that help. Goes inside, is that to Wilkinson, being stripped there by Woods. And now Rodney again. Is this the first one of the day? And he looks for it, and he goes straight, looking for that foul. And I think that was a foul as well on him.
Yes.
But he has to just take the patient. And he, as you can see, showing his animation there, saying, come on, you know. But sometimes the officials, they can't see everything. And just continue to play. Ball goes out to Rogers. Rogers called for a screen, comes in, and that's a lovely one too, and give and go inside of that awareness inside there. When these two players link, Leroy Wilkinson and Wilshere and Rogers, that's a very deadly combination, triple, and that's a lovely give and go. And unlucky there, Thomas. And Thomas going up big inside of that area. And we can see tonight as well, as we start, the Shamrocks have that energy, and they just need to carry that energy right into their play. And as we see now, we have a
timeout there by Montserrat. I think the Shamrocks are attacking the paint a lot better instead of kicking the ball out on the wing for the three. Attack. You're not going to get all the fouls, but you can convert.
Yes.
Even if you don't, if you do convert, you get the extra point.
Yes.
You get the opportunity for the extra point. Thomas there just now fighting for the ball, set a screen up top early. Got his reward. He didn't convert, but he has the opportunity now for 2 free throws. A timeout there by the Montserrat bench, probably to give the guys a breather. We will be having some interviews throughout the course of the game, you know, some officials as we have over the course of the week to introduce our sponsors, partners, you know, collaborators, let you know who the persons are behind these names, what their philosophies are, what they intend to see for sports in Montserrat, you know, the meaning behind their contribution. So now we have the start of Rashan Thomas coming to shoot his 2 free throws. Score currently 31 St. Kitts, 29 Montserrat. Another close game tonight. Either team has an opportunity to make it to the finals, so a very important game. St. Thomas goes up, misses his first. Yes, a big game. 2 big games tonight. BVI facing St. Eustatius after this, for also vying for a spot in the finals for the championship game. St. Thomas sets up for his second. Misses. Angel across the court quickly. Pulls it back. Resets to the top of the court. Stephen Rodney. Up against Wilshere. Back to Rogers at the top. Rogers into Wilkinson. Wilkinson across to... Wilkinson picked up by and fumbles the ball there. Jazzy Creeks passes off to Harris. But Harris misses that. Staying high. Playing some good defense there on Rogers. Rogers does get it across to Angel though. Angel looking for help. Back to Rogers. Rogers across to Wilshere. Wilshere, good three-point shooter. Have to watch him closely. Thomas has been sticking in his hand a bit for the night and been getting away with it on Wilkinson. But this time, the referee does call it. You have to be careful. Use your feet. Get to the spot early. You know, stay low and wide. Don't give them enough space to move. The foul is on the floor, so it isn't a shooting foul. That's 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter here at the Montserrat National Multipurpose Complex for the MABA Invitational Tournament, the third hosting of the MABA Invitational Tournament. We've had 2 champions thus far. Antigua won the first year. St. Kitts are currently the reigning champions, fighting to see if they could make it back into the finals to defend their championship this year. Oh, wow. A bit of miscommunication there by St. Kitts. Stevel Rodney goes up. Big dunk from Stevel Rodney there to tie the game once again. Communication is a vital part of the sport. Angel trying to redeem himself. Back across to the top to Angel. Inside to Leader. Wilshere to the top of the key. Pump fake. And he draws a foul there. And Yearwood. That may be Yearwood's second foul, if I'm not mistaken. Second or third. Yeah, Wilshire using his pump fake, second foul there on Yearwood. Wilshire using that pump fake, getting the guard off of his feet, attacking the basket, as we've been speaking about earlier, and drawing that important foul on the bigs. Misses his first feature. This is his first feature. Goes for the second officials for tonight. Mr. Fiddle Foy, Mr. Fiddle Foy of St. Kitts, Mr. Kingsley Liebird of Montserrat, and the Honorable Quinston Buffon of Montserrat as well. Misses his second, but leader there with that rebound. Misses again. Steven Rodney with the rebound. Jazzy Weeks attacks for Montserrat. Hands off to Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods gets himself out of trouble there. Jazzy Weeks in across the middle to Steven Rodney. Steven Rodney, the calm hand, resetting the clock across to Harris. Harris sets up for Keanu Woods for 3. Keanu Woods goes for 3. Rims out, but Christian here with his D under the basket. Got his hands on it, but just
Slipping out.
Yeah, slipping out of bounds. So St. Kitts now back on the attack, trying to take the lead. Tie game here with 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Oh, beautiful give and go there. But Jazzy Weeks fouls leader on the layup. Let's see if the call is on the ground or is it shooting? Seems to be shooting
yes.
too. Trying to get his hand in there for the strip, but leader is fouled on the play.
And that is his first foul, Mr. Jazzy Weeks tonight as well.
Yeah.
So that's a very, good foul. But also the play that St. Kitts and Nevis Sugar Boys that just orchestrated there was a very big play, 1-2 give and go. Indeed. And then ending up under the basket, but unfortunately was fouled. And these are the type of building of games we would like to see within both teams. And their leader knocking home 2. So we have
substitution, it seems.
You have a substitution, no?
Yes, there was a substitution. Wilkinson seems to have sat. And someone else is in the game for St. Kitts. Montserrat for the inbound play. Harris coming across court, picked up by Angel. Harris swings to the wing for Steven Rodney. Steven Rodney played closely by Rogers. Christian Yearwood at the top. Give and go there for Steven Rodney, but he's unable to hold on to it. And Rogers taps the ball out of bounds. Teshan Phillip now checking in for Jazzy Weeks of Montserrat. Score currently 33, St. Kitts 31, Montserrat here in the second quarter of our first of the 2 semifinals games tonight. 1 minute and 37 seconds left, Montserrat with the possession. Teshan Phillip. Steven Rodney goes for 3. Ear ball comes up just a bit short. Angel coming across court, picked up by Harris. To the middle, leader drives down the middle, but Keanu Woods gets a hand in there. Ball out of bounds, but the ball stays with the St. Kitts team. Montserrat playing a bit more defense tonight, picking up earlier, 3/4 away up the court at the other feature line, but they unable to keep leader out of that paint. Steven Rodney sticking his hand in, getting a hand on that ball. And there seems to have been a foul committed by the Kittitians trying to retrieve the basket after they fumbled the inbound play, and Montserrat with the position.
What would you say tonight, Mr. Fergus, is the best play for our Montserrat Shamrock boys?
Well, we have to be very defensive minded. I think last night's game, the guys lapsed towards the end of the game, applied the pressure early, but fumbled late in the game as it pertains to defensively. I've seen them running 1-3-1 Steven Rodney once again, driving to the basket and going straight to the hoop. He has the height advantage over the Kittitians, and he's a vital part of Montserrat's game tonight. But they almost got a steal there, but fumbled it, so St. Kitts back up by 2. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Steven Rodney, I think, would play a major role in the game. The past couple of nights, he's been pass first. Tonight, he seems to be attacking a lot more. Someone seems to have spoken to him, because he's a good scorer. good ball handler. Harris there for 2. Tie game again. 15 seconds left on the clock. Harris there with the basket. 13 seconds left. Tie game. And St. Kitts with the possession. But yeah, I think that getting open space, not dribbling too much, and just passing it around, working your system and trying your best to get the best basket tonight would be Montserrat. They just need to convert. Angel there, coast to coast.
Post to post, coasting.
4 seconds left. Christian Yearwood with the basket. Hands it over to Teshan Phillip. Teshan Phillip, he's one up and misses. So we have a close game here. Okay, yes, so close game. St. Kitts still with the lead, up by 2 at the end of the second quarter. We welcome into the studio a very special guest. Her Excellency, the Governor, our goal sponsor for this tournament. I think she's been here for all 3 iterations of this tournament. Were you here from the first year?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Yes,
That's
so,
right, yeah, good to
and
have you
a
on.
very big basketball enthusiast. I remember when we first started Ascendant Sports, I think you came in the same day.
Yeah.
And came straight to the game. So a big supporter of sports at Montserrat over the past couple of years. Truly are grateful for the support. And we just want to welcome you here tonight for the first of the semi-finals game.
It's exciting, yeah. We're keeping it neck and neck, up and down. It's jumping up and down, watching the guys. They're doing a great job, aren't they? It's fantastic to see, and really great. I think to have had this on all week. So well done putting it on again. It's just brilliant to have, a regional tournament like this and see everybody coming together and for the whole island.
Yes.
You've been competing with carol concerts this week, so it's been a bit hard to get here. So we've had to watch a bit online, but it's great to be here tonight, and it's just
okay.
I think it's just fantastic, really good.
Ms. Tucker, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for having us here with you right here tonight. I would like to ask some questions on how your sponsorship is towards something like this with this game tonight.
So
going forward with every games that we have or any sporting events.
So for me, I think sport is one of the most inclusive things that we can have on the island. It brings, if you can't play it like me, it doesn't matter. I was talking to the DG because we used to play netball, both of us. So we obviously think that's technically more difficult because we're girls. but just the fact you're either playing or you're coming together watching the music outside, it's a real family affair, I think, and everybody can get engaged in it. And it's just really good for people to learn to win, learn to lose, and just that whole team thing, I think, is a skill that you need as you get older in life. So we have to teach our children, then our youths, and I know I've been down here when the children get in the half time when they're on the
court,
sort of practicing, and you can think, oh my goodness me, they're already better than we are. But just brilliant, I think, in terms of giving us all some energy and things to do, and really good for the island. So I'm a great believer in all the extracurricular stuff, so sport, music, all of those things. And one of the things I've tried to do is not go to the traditional ways perhaps that governors have. I think it's all about the youngsters. So for me, sport and music and that are the things to support. So it's been a real delight, and I never knew I liked basketball quite as much. So but I get quite hoarse shouting, and I forget that I'm supposed to be sitting with decorum and get very excited. So you'll see a bit of that, especially if we win.
Yes, it does. Basketball does bring that energy, that passion out of you. It's one of the benefits of this sport. It's, as you said, it's very inclusive. There's no strata to it. All you need is a ball and the hoops. I mean, in England, you guys play football. You just need the ball. I guess you're more familiar with. But these things do aim to bring communities together. What do you think of the development so far of the sport over the past couple of years since you've been here?
I think it's great, and I even in the UK, I went to the Harlem Globetrotters when I was younger, and that's when I was at school. That's what got me into watching basketball. I think it's good. It's become more of an expectation now. I mean, you've built the pressure on yourselves, I think now, because everyone's looking for the next tournament, and I guess the thing for us now is how do we get the schools involved a bit more? How do we get more school tournaments, from a younger age?
Yeah.
And then can we get the senior school MSS to be competing across the region would be great, because you need a training ground for your teams.
Exactly,
Yeah? So how do we do that? But I think it's brilliant, and everybody now talks about it and looks forward to it, and you're recognised as an organisation, which I think is fantastic. So I can only see you going straight to the strength. I just hope, maybe we can get the other OTs and compete, and I know we've got BVI here in Eustatia and St Kitts, our neighbours, but it'd be great if we get a few more coming, wouldn't it? So
it's I mean, Antigua was supposed to be here, but because of issues beyond our control, they were unable to. But it's St Eustatius' first time.
That's fantastic. So they're very welcome here. Come back lots of times.
So there is some growth. We hope to expand it, as you said, invite some more OTs, and grow it in a way that the guys could get the exposure. Because they are scouts looking at this. I remember a few years ago, Jordan, Ryan, and those guys did get the opportunity. So we are grateful for these kind of contributions. They go a long way. They play a bigger role than we might notice. It might seem simply financial, but it benefits the youths in terms of the motivation to play. It inspires them and brings them to a higher level. So once again, Mrs. Tucker, we're truly grateful.
Yes.
No, my absolute pleasure. Pleasure. But Montserrat, obviously I'm biased. I think we'll come through. But just to say to everybody, if I can, congratulations to all the players for all they're doing, but all the supporters who've been out looking after you. I know it always makes me laugh. It's nice and quiet now, and by the time I leave, it's the big party going on, which I probably won't make it to the end. It's been a long week, but well done to you guys. I think it's fantastic. So we'll crack on. We'll see if we can tap into a few more people and see if we can get the next one even bigger. But well done, and have a great Christmas, everybody.
And you will be playing? Would you be playing anytime soon?
Not with my knees. But I'm a good cheerleader.
Well, you know what for our knees, we have the Benge crew. That's when you rub with those and we play.
I may need to give that a go.
All right, so thank you very much again for passing through. And you escaped, because usually you would have to do a minute of presentation, but you're so lucky. But thank you very much for passing through.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
All
Good
right.
luck.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Yes, we just had Her Excellency, the Governor there, Mrs. Sarah Tucker, and once again, giving our sponsors the opportunity to speak on the reasons for their contributions, just to get some insight as to why they see this tournament as important, how they see the growth, and just to know that, their contribution is being put to good use, it's being put to meaningful use, helping the youths, expanding our reach across the region. Currently, we have people all over the world, Kittitians watching, Nevisians watching, people from St. Eustatius, St. Martin, Antigua. Some guys may even want to just come and try out the facilities, learn a little bit more about Montserrat. A lot of people have never even heard about this country and maybe just bumped across the YouTube feed. The family members may have just came across it. And all of this exposure would not have been possible without our sponsors tonight. So once again, we're truly grateful to, in this instance, our gold sponsor, the Governor's Office, for contributing meaningfully to this tournament and helping to make this tournament a continued success. So currently, we're at the start of the second half of the game. Close game tonight, very close. Both teams played each other last night, so both teams made adjustments. Montserrat driving a bit more. St. Kitts picking up the guys and trying to beat them inside. And keeping it very competitive for the audience here. Once again, come out. We have 2 games, but Montserrat, the home team, is playing in the first game. Crowd starting to build up. I see a lot of new faces tonight. Mm-hmm. No one has to go to, well, I shouldn't say no one, but not as many people have to go to work tomorrow, so we could sleep a bit late.
Yes.
Come out with the family. It's a nice outing for the Friday night vibes, I know some people may be religious, the Adventists, and so they can't participate tonight, but there is the finals tomorrow night. So come on out, support, and witness some entertaining basketball. Montserrat, starting off the game. Fenton Harris up for a 3, misses. St. Kitts now with the possession. Angel to Rogers across the top. Rogers picked up by Woods. Back to Angel, into Wilshire at the top of the key. Down to Leader, goes up and misses after the 3-point attempt. Montserrat starting with Jazik Weeks. Tejan Bazi now up against Leader. Goes up for the pump fake. Doesn't quite get it. Keanu Woods pulls up for 3. Misses again. Tries to get the rebound, but Angel just beats him to it there. Both teams attempting threes early in the quarter and missing. Rogers down the middle to Leader. Leader to the wing. Angel pops across the baseline. Double team by Woods and Harris. Leader back across to Rogers. Rogers drives down the key and is fouled on his way to the basket. Foul called there by Mr. Fidel Ford. Officer Fidel Ford.
Yeah, and that was on, is that Yearwood? Yes, on Yearwood. So, yes, we have now a foul, and they have that he was on shooting. Oh, wow.
Yes, man.
I thought that was before.
It seemed like before, but maybe it was a continuation since he's already gathered. Rogers now going up for his first. And that one in and out.
Yeah.
Score now remains at 37-35.
A very close encounter for the evening as well. And our very own Shamrock boys are putting up some defense, but also we need to turn that defense into offense. Every time that we go up and we go to the board or go inside of the key, we should have a result. So Rogers shooting 1 of 2 of his basket. Now Fenton Harris comes over the line with the basketball, being marked by Angel quickly, goes inside to Bazi. Bazi pushes out to Woods, kind of little wide, so that's unforced error. So you have now checking in Rasan Thomas, number 6 for the Montserrat Shamrocks. And now you have Rogers. Rogers coming over the line, taking his time, setting up the play, asks for a play early, leaders over. Ball to leave, goes back out to Rogers. Rogers take it on top of the key, looking for the help, but dribbling around. Goes back on the side. Is that Hodge or Sergeant?
Poked away by Thomas there. Thomas to Harris. Harris pushing down court across the Woods. Woods across the lane. And a travel call there by the official foul. Woods disagreeing, but still coming over to play defense. Both teams playing sturdy defense tonight. Thomas there poking the ball away, giving some words of encouragement to Mr. Bazi there on the baseline. Montserrat playing that 1-3-1 defense once again, leaving the back line open, trying to stop the 3-pointers. Harris played by Rogers. To Leader in the middle. Leader. Tejan Bazi with a big block there. And Leader. Ball now across to Weeks to Harris. Harris back to Weeks at the top of the key. Weeks tries to drive, double team. Harris comes across the top and is fouled by a swiping Sergeant.
Yes, and that was a big swipe. Missing ball and hitting player's hand. Yes, and that was
hit him in his face.
The height of Bazi there coming in and helping his team to gain possession of that basketball. Yes. And now picking up a foul against the St. Kitts and Nevis Sugar Boys. So Keanu Woods.
Into Harris. Harris across the top. Drives against Sergeant and is blocked apparently. Rogers coming up with the rebound, sending his team forward. Rogers picked up by Harris. Leader setting the screen. Ball back across to Angel. Angel at the top, played by Woods. Back to Rogers. Leader in the middle. Ball across to Sergeant. Sergeant attacks the baseline. Played by Jazzy Weeks. Goes right across. Goes for the pump fake. Goes up nicely. Turns around on the left side and converts.
He was allowed to come back with that reverse.
Harris though attacking immediately across. Tejan Bazi with the rebound. Big rebound. Misses. And good try there by the youngster. Very athletic young man coming into his own. Very talented. Just needs a little more time on the court to get acquainted, develop his IQ a bit more, and he can be a force to be reckoned with.
Ball comes into Rogers. Rogers waits for his help in Leader, and as you can see, that post is inside, but he's being held.
Thomas there, getting his hands in again.
Yeah, and he goes into the corner, dials up for and a foul. And as you can hear, Sergeant dialing up that one, and now goes to the free throw line for an one. So that's a 4-point play. And this is something that we've discussed a lot this week in school, where we had what is defined a 4-point play. And as they can see now, if they're watching back this video, you can see what is a 4-point play. So now, Sergeant goes up for his shot. He takes it, and he misses. Getting back the bound, being blocked by Thomas. Thomas again standing large, but then Leroy, is it Wilshire? Listing Wilshire. And 6'2", 170 pounds. I say that is a lovely play, and Tishan Phillip goes up.
Beautiful play there by Tishan Phillip. But back to that 4-point play where we just spoke about the value of experience. Tishan Phillip there trying to swipe against the man on the 3-point line and committing that foul, which is something that you do not want. Wilkinson inside with a big rebound there for St. Kitts. Jump ball call. Thomas getting on the floor, tying him up early.
And it's just heated basketball. It's not nothing about that nature.
Yes.
So we have a lovely game here going on. It's getting very competitive because we know what is at hand. And we like to see the energy. And as you look, both teams, because I know they're very good friends, so it's the energy that the team or each player has. So that energy being pushed through the team now. You have Rodney checking in and Bazi checking out. Ball still stays with the St. Kitts and Nevis team. And apologies at time if you hear I go a little bit soft. It's technical difficulties beyond my control. Yes. So I like to apologize for that. Even in the interview that we had just now, I like to say thank you to the governor's office and her whole entourage, because she brought her own entourage. Honorable Sarah Tucker, thanking her for her words of encouragement there for our young people. And that's why it's very important, Mr. Fergus, when we have these type of sponsors, it's important for them to understand what they're really giving or offering into our young people and the development of sporting competitions that we host.
Yes.
Especially when we are hosting.
Montserrat there, Steven Rodney attacking again to Fenton on the baseline. Misses. Angel coming back across court, trying to go coast to coast to Wilshire. Wilshire picked up by Rodney. Big block there by Thomas. Bringing the passion, showing him that, yo, I'm not quitting after this. But Angel with the steal, saves to Wilshire. But he steps out of bounds. Steven Rodney seems to be injured there.
All right, so we'll use this moment to say special big ups and mentions to some of our sponsors. And we'll, as you've heard our gold sponsor, the governor's office, and Miss Sarah Tucker was here with us, giving some insight on how it is important on development of our young people. Platinum sponsors coming in of King Ocean Services, silver sponsor CG United Insurance, Bank of Montserrat, bronze sponsor you have MSO Osborne Do It Best. Other sponsors have you heard throughout the tournament, Gem Sports Foundation. I can't stress enough that foundation pushing a lot for our young people on island. They ask for a bio. You write about the young person, and certain criteria must be met from our young people. Are they performing well in school? So their academics. Are they well-rounded in sports? Yes. And other areas like that. And then they will be awarded with a monetary fund. And I can tell you, it is real. It's not fake, because I was involved in certain aspects of some of these young people, and I like the initiative. And we're asking and we're pleading to others out there, not only in Montserrat, wherever you are, if you say that you love this Emerald Isle and our children are the future, please.
Yes.
And there are many different organizations on island doing a lot. And I can tell you, look out for some. You have Solutions, Miss Buffon Solutions, Dr. Buffon. She's doing some great work behind the scenes. I like to say good night to Miss Jada Buffon, Dr. Jada Buffon, and your work that you're doing behind the curtains. Thank you very much. Also to Filler Magic Media, I like to say thank you very much as well. And there's a little energy, if you hear the clapping, is for one of our players who seemed to pick up a little knock on his shoulder. So we hope that player can recover quickly. I hope it's not anything too bad. That's not a very bad injury, but again, sports, it has its, good side and its bad side.
There are serious risks associated with sports. That is why we have to keep them motivated, and this is where the issue of compensation comes in at times. It's a touchy topic.
Yes.
Because at the amateur level, some people figure that the youths, or the amateurs, I shouldn't say youths alone, but they have to be compensated, or things have to be put in place for issues like this, whether it is health insurance, injury insurance, and that type of stuff. So a lot of stuff there to be worked on for the youth. I hope, as we said, that Stevel Rodney is okay. He is also a national cricketer.
Yes.
Very good national cricketer. Had an amazing season over the course of the summer there in England. So I wish all the best to him, and I hope that is just something slight that he could recover from within a day or two.
And something that's great about Montserrat, Mr. Fergus, that we don't mention, the multi-talents that we have. We just saw a while ago, during that injury, you saw the Honorable Dr. Buffon.
Yes, on the floor.
On the floor, rushing. And also you have a Minister of Government, the Honorable Quenston Buffon.
Yes. So it's one community.
One community.
One community. Anything happens, we're willing to help each other.
It's quick. And you have 3 nurses also off-duty first aiders.
Can't forget the Montserrat Red Cross.
Red Cross official, Rhonda Markman there as well. Yes. So we have everything covered from every angle. So quickly we have a quick transition and Lucky there with Cecil Angel, or Angel, as we're going to say tonight. And Tishan Phillip goes over the line. So we get back to the exciting game, and that's an interception there. And he goes up. And
Wilkinson
again.
For the lay.
And Fai telling the teams to settle. And Fai telling the teams to settle, which he should rightfully do.
I think it's now playing a lot more double team against Montserrat. Philip drives through the middle, doesn't get the lay. Thomas down the middle, across to Philip, 43, sets up, and fires just a bit short. Thomas tries to tap it in, but he's unfortunate. Think it's changing up their defensive style, playing a more aggressive tone to their defense. Angel across the baseline to Sargent. Sargent back up top to Thomas, to Rogers. Rogers resets the play. Played by Harris. Phillips sticks his hand in there, doesn't quite get it. Wilshire on the baseline, misses, tips the ball to Harris. Harris across court to Fenton. Fenton dribbles to Phillips. Phillips pulls for the 3, and that's good. Montserrat with 3 points there, bringing the score to 40-49 with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Angel across court to Wilkinson. Wilkinson back to Angel at the top of the key. Wilkinson sets a good screen there. Angel pulls up for 3, misses, but no one there for Montserrat to pull that rebound. Sargent, nice and easy, across court. And we have a jump ball. Both teams struggling at the hoop tonight. I see St. Kitts missing some easy baskets, as well as Montserrat missing some easy baskets, but both teams competing at a high level.
And just as the official mentioned, settle. Yes. And this is something that the game management, and you'll have John Spazier, Coach Spazier saying as soon as he sees something, he calls it, and as you think as well, calls for a timeout a lot of times to settle the game. When you see that game's running left and right, rugged, can't do a simple layup that you've practiced a million times, you will have the officials now calling and, you know, and saying management.
The nerves can get to you.
Yes.
The anxiety can get to you. I mean, we have been speaking about the players all night, but I just heard you mention the coach for St. Kitts. So St. Kitts management staff, the head coach, Mr. John Spasia, assistant coach, Mr. Sheldon Pemberton, the manager, Sean Crosley, and the equipment manager, Dalton
Edil.
Edil. For Montserrat, our head coach is Mr. Halloran Bob, brother to Mr. Bevan Greenaway, and the assistant coach, Mr. Jenzil Skerrit.
And I'd like to say special good evening again to our on the floor officials who are here. You have Kingsley Liebird and officer
Fidel Foy.
Moving
like a real sheriff.
Yes.
Throughout the tournament.
And our honorable, none other than Mr. Creston Buffon, giving his all here tonight as usual, giving all that he has out of his busy schedule and still. And I like his energy as a minister of government, still loving the aspect of, and that's a lovely play going there. And
Kristen Yearwood. It's a big and one there. Montserrat.
Yes, yes.
With some good ball movement. As I said, St. Kitts is applying that pressure. But what I do realize, as St. Kitts picks up the pressure and increasing that double team, the weak side, Montserrat seems to have a player lingering on the weak side. Earlier, it was Teshan Phillip.
Yes.
For the three in the corner. In this instance, Harris picked up Yearwood there, slashing through the middle for that layup. So Montserrat increasing their ball movement, looking a bit more fluid than the nights prior.
Yes.
Rogers now picked up in the middle, back to Rogers. Rogers across to Angel. Angel pulls the three, misses. But Sargent there with the rebound. Sargent once again holding that rebound. Goes up for the jump shot. Misses. Leader getting a hand on it. Teshan Phillip with the rebound. Taking it slow. Drives across the middle. And he's fouled there. Reaching foul by Sargent against Teshan Phillip. And that ball will go to the side. St. Kitts now with 3 fouls on the board. Score currently 49-42. St. Kitts with the lead. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third. Montserrat versus St. Kitts, semi-final game number 1. This determines which team goes into the finals for the first. Teshan Phillip lines up a 3 from the baseline, misses. Wilshire with the rebound. Rogers, calm, cool, and collected, coming across to Angel. Angel picked up by Yearwood. Across to Wilkinson, back to Rogers at the top. Wilshire on the corner, goes up for the lay, misses on the side of the backboard. Harris pushing across court, slows it down as he's picked up by Rogers. And Rogers committing another reaching foul there against Harris. So Montserrat forcing St. Kitts to commit some easy fouls.
Yes.
Early in the game, carrying up the numbers, 1 more foul and they will be in the bonus. If they're smart, they start attacking the key once again.
Yes.
So Yearwood into Phillip, but the ball is touched out of bounds by Rogers.
And Rogers is a very dominant player for St. Kitts and Nevis. Kind of quiet tonight, orchestrating plays as well. And Harris takes that, comes in, being marked by 2, looking for help. Found help in Bazi. Bazi goes out to Yearwood. Yearwood drives, goes back out to Weeks. Weeks drives, and a lovely one-handed layup in and out. Unfortunate at that time. An Angel comes up, 1-on-1 with Phillips, goes up, and he converts. Lovely fast play by Montserrat Shamrocks, getting up the goal. Jazik Weeks behind the back, goes out to Harris. Harris looks for a shot, fakes, goes up to Jazik Weeks. Jazik Weeks looks for Tejan Bazi and
with
Bazi, and there's a big 3 stepping back, as you mentioned last night for Stevie Roddy. Just step back and get yourself into that zone, and leader takes it up 1-2 and go. A lovely wall set there by Harris, but could not complete that, and he looks again, try to
Tejan Bazi with Rebound there for Montserrat. Jazzy Weeks now coming up the court. Across to Yearwood. Yearwood drives down the middle. Big layup. And Montserrat is once again within 4 towards the end of the quarter. So Montserrat applying that pressure. Sleeping on defense again. But Wilshire
Is that a
called
traveling?
for a travel there. So Montserrat with another opportunity to bring it back within 2.
And I like the score line for tonight. So
Yes.
it all depends on how each team plays in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
So now we have a
Teshawn Phillip
encounter.
pulling up for 3. Misses in and out. Unfortunate for Teshawn
unfortunate.
Phillip. Rogers now with the rebound. Played by Harris. Harris across the Wilshire. Wilshire picked up by Woods Wilkinson. Smooth mid-range jump shot there from the free throw line. St. Kitts now back up by 3. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the third. Jazzy Creeks with the screen for Harris. Harris drives to the middle. Goes for the lay. Blocked and fouled by leader. He cannot believe it. Still in disbelief as the referee calls him out. The Montserrat bench trying to get a technical there, but that's just a bit of passion.
Yes.
It's just a bit of passion. You could allow it a bit. It's not disrespectful.
No.
You have to allow the guys to play, to feel it is an emotional game.
Yes.
It's a big game.
And
for
a
both
lot
teams.
on the line for tonight, as you
Exactly.
mentioned.
St. Kitts wanting to defend their championship. Montserrat wanting to win their first championship at home.
Yes.
So you expect a lot of emotions from the guys. Harris now at the line, going for his first free throw. In and out for Harris.
Wow.
Misses the first. Ball went right down into the hoop.
Look at that.
Not a good shooting night for him. But this could give him the opportunity to find his range.
Yeah.
You know, goes for his second. Let's see if he makes the adjustment. Makes
Yes,
that adjustment and gets one.
And he's kind of mad with himself there for that first one,
Yes.
but very good. So now we have
Harris picks up above the half court. Angel trying to call a play. Up top to leader. Leader. Teshawn Phillip there with a big steal. Slowing it down. 52 seconds on the game clock. To the corner, to Harris. Harris
traveling.
commits a travel. Cannot believe it. Coaches can't believe it. Players can't believe it. Kingsley calling Harris there. He bounced the ball a bit hard. The players do have to be mindful.
Yes. And I like that as well. Giving him a chance to, giving him an ear and telling him, yes, do that properly. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Angel now across the top. Picked up by Phillip. To the middle. Christian will try to get a hand in. And Wilkinson there with a big layup at the baseline. St. Kitts now. Back up by 7. 36 seconds left on the clock. Yearwood coming across. Holding his face. Phillip. Picked up. Phillip drives through. Slips below. Rogers trying to get the foul. Didn't get it. Angel across. Picked up by Harris. Harris missed. Angel misses, but Wilkinson once again with the length. Put it back. Easy like that. St. Kitts back up by 9. Phillip pulls for the 3. Misses. Thomas with the rebound. Unable to hold it. Angel holding the rebound. But Harris slips through. And is tipped out of bound by St. Kitts.
The ball remains with Montserrat Shamrocks. Yes.
4 seconds left on the clock. Montserrat giving up some easy points there. Could have went into the fourth quarter with a closer game. But St. Kitts, with the experience, with their level heads, stretching the lead a bit more, giving themselves a bit more room going into the fourth quarter. 1 second left. Teshawn heaves one up and misses. So going into the fourth now, we have St. Kitts 57, Montserrat 48. St. Kitts with a 9-point lead. This game determines who gets into the finals of the first game.
Long time I'm watching you, baby. Long time you're driving me crazy. Every time I see you, wine gala in a basement. Long time I'm watching you, darling. And right through you only passing. So I decide to tell you something. When you're feeling the heat, in the vibe, let me get close, let me take a wine. I want you go low, go low, go low, go low. When you're feeling the heat, in the mood, let me get close, let me take a groove. I want you go low, go low, go low, go low. Girl, I want you fuck me, hold me tighter than before. Squeeze me till the morning come. Come on, come on, come on. Girl, I want you hold me tighter than before. Squeeze me till it pound it come on. They say what they have to say. This feeling not leaving me. So I'm whining on your bum say, like the old folks say, let we dingo lay now. Everybody watching me, so let me get them thing to see. So I want you keep the thing rolling. When you're feeling the heat, in the vibe, let me get close, let me take a wine now. While you go low, go low, go low, go low. When you're feeling the heat, in the mood, let me get close, let me take a groove. While you go low, go low, go low, go low. Hey, I'll carry you where you want to go. Baby, come, come, girl. I'll do anything that you want. Darling, anything that you want. Now you still put my control in me. Anything that you need. You're feeling like home sweet home, baby. All in my sleep, I'm talking. Winding my way, sleepwalking. Watch me now. This must be a dream. Pinch me, I can't believe that wine so sweet, baby. This wine are the sweet one. You're making me weak. When you put that thing on me, this wine so sweet, baby. They gon' say that I'm blind. Like I lose my mind, they gon' say that I'm blind. After just one wine, they gon' say that I show away. For just one night, they gon' say that I'm blind. Baby, what you wanna do? Baby, tell me, baby, what you wanna do? Baby, what you wanna do? Tonight it's up to you. Come now, tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Tonight I'm all yours, all yours. Me not go nowhere, all yours, all yours. Let me do a something, let me do a something. Come now.
I wanna go anywhere. I wanna go anywhere. It don't matter where, just leave the house. Dress up nice, look sweet, be bright. Yeah, anywhere.
So we're back here for the start of the penultimate quarter of our first semi-finals game tonight here in Montserrat of the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association Invitational Tournament. St. Kitts with the first possession. Rogers passing across to Wilshire. Wilshire to Sargent in the corner. Wilshire back across to Rogers. Rogers looking for Sargent. For Leader. Ball picked out of his hands there by Tejan Bazi. So Keanu Woods across court. Picked up by Sargent. Double team there. Unable to get it out of his hands. Sweeney checking in for the first time of the night. Across to Fenton. Fenton up top. Back to the corner. To Sweeney. Sweeney with 5 seconds on the clock. Drives through. Pulls up for a jump shot. Misses. Tejan Bazi cannot get that rebound. Fenton and Thomas. And Rogers there fighting for that rebound. Possession stays with Montserrat. Score currently 57 St. Kitts, 48 Montserrat. Thomas out of bounds. Get it inbound to Tejan Philip. Tejan Bazi. Back to Fenton up top. Fenton dials up a 3. Misses. Wilshire with the rebound. Rogers coming down court now. Picked up by Sweeney. Across to Wilshire. Across to Sargent. Back to Wilshire. Back to Rogers. Rogers looking for Wilkinson. Wilkinson at the top of the key. Double team there. Across to Wilshire. Sargent baseline. Nice and easy. Montserrat sleeping a bit there on the defense, allowing Sargent to sneak across the baseline and score that layup. St. Kitts with some good ball movement there on that possession. Sweeney across the top. Kicks to the corner to Rashan Fenton. Rashan Fenton pulls for a 3. Misses. In and out. Sargent with another rebound. Across to Rogers. Rogers up court to Wilshire. Wilshire driving on Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods getting a hand on it. But Wilkinson back in the mix. Back in the mix once again. Montserrat not boxing out. Wilshire now with 4 offensive rebounds. Montserrat, everyone ball watching. Tejan Bazi there. Pulls up. Gets the ball across to Rashan Fenton. Rashan Fenton fumbles it a bit. does not maintain possession. Wilkinson in the mix both on defense and on offense. Wilshire slowing down the game. The Wilkinson pulls up for that mid-range. Has cash money every time once you leave him open.
And there's some little areas here we're not taking care of the basketball, and that was a lovely half timeout call by head coach Harlan Bob. At that time, as you can see, the inconsistency with the holding and getting up to the basket as what they usually try to do. So we're just asking our boys, sending that message just to relax. Just to relax. Play your game.
They need to box out. Everyone seems to be ball watching and trying to jump for the ball. One of the first things they teach you in basketball, you box out that person properly, the ball could fall right to the ground. He has to commit and over the back foul to get that ball in front of you. So if you box out first, you don't have to be the most athletic person to get that rebound. As long as you have that player behind you, that rebound is yours. And Montserrat, being on the defense, automatically is in front of the St. Kitts players on every possession. So I think they're lapsing a bit there on their defensive rebound. Wilkinson just now coming up with 3 or 4 rebounds in one possession.
In one possession.
You know, so they have to work on that. Kudos to St. Kitts for not giving up on the offensive plays. Attacking, even when the ball rims out, keeping their heads up, keep attacking, going for that tip up, keeping the ball above the rim, not bringing it down, you know, keeping it above the rim. So good play there by St. Kitts. I think Montserrat is missing the length of Mr. Stevel Rodney a bit. Mr. Christian Yearwood hasn't checked in just yet as he has 3 fouls. Now maybe a good time to get him into the game. Harris there with a nice jump shot to keep the game within 11. Wilshire across to Sergeant. Sergeant, Harris there, getting his hands in the mix. Teshan Phillip. Foul against Teshan Phillip there from Sergeant. So Montserrat picking up their defense, not giving up, you know. Doing a lot better tonight on their transition defense.
And I must say that. So we have now Sergeant with 3 fouls. And we're looking for, official is asking for the equipment manager to, you must see a wet spot there. And I would like to just, at this moment, shout out to everyone outside. And do remember, we have a GoFundMe for Mr. Azar Mitchell. So if you had any chance to listen to any one of the programs and you can receive the information there, you call ZJB Radio and you get that information. You remember our drive is to help him to get a pacemaker purchased and the operation and all of the expenses. So please, it's a worthy cause. This young man is a very lovely, calm giant in society, and he's very friendly and very helpful. And this is a life-changing appeal and operation. So please try to get some information from ZJB, the full information, banking details and everything. We push you to that. And anything, if you're listening from overseas and you want to donate, please call the radio and find the right channels to do so. So we're back here in live and living color. We're playing live basketball from the sports arena, the multi-purpose sports arena here in Montserrat, and Rogers Drive being stopped by Harris, but yet still using his strength, going up after glass, converting that basket. So we have a 13-point game. And look at that. Almost took out the official, and a lovely alley-hoop coming off the glass. Those, I see some of those old plays coming, reminding me of Celtics, the Boston Celtics, and a steal. Keanu Woods, Sweeney takes possession, goes out to Phillips. Ball snatched, hit. Oh, and because of that,
Jean Phillips seems to have jammed his finger.
Yes, and you know those hurt. Those you know, so yes.
Montserrat picking up full court press for Montserrat. Harris picking up Wilshire at the half. Harris down to Wilkinson. Wilkinson to Sergeant. Sergeant back to leader. Wilshire across the top to Rogers. Rogers back to Wilshire. Wilshire looking for help, trying to get it to Wilkinson, but Thomas sticking his hand in there, but unable to hold on to that. Once again, Montserrat, good defense. and causing a shot clock violation there. So Montserrat playing some tough defense, picking up full court, using the hands wisely, not fouling, getting the hands on the ball to get it out of the St. Kitts players. Now it's just upon them to convert, and these plays, Harris pulls up for 2, misses. Sargent with the ball to Wilshire. Wilshire slows it down, calms it down, gives it to the court commander, Rogers. Rogers looking for a screen from leader, not taking it. Back across. Wilkinson. Keanu Woods getting his hands on there, in there, and Wilkinson getting another steal. Harris coming across court, picked up by Wilshire on his back. And a foul committed there by Wilshire on Harris. Will be an out of bounds play.
And is that a reach?
Yes, it was a reach.
It was a reach.
Yeah.
And instantly you saw the indication. It was me. No time to waste.
Yes,
so let's get with it. So Liston Wilshire.
I think Montserrat could use the size of Mr. Christian Yearwood now.
Yes.
There's about 5 minutes left in the game.
Yes.
He has 2 fouls to spare. If he plays smartly enough, he could outlast this game. And Keanu Woods with a beautiful floater there to bring the game within 9. Wilkinson leaking out. Montserrat with the travel.
Oh, what?
Wilkinson there.
Like he forget.
Anticipating. And committing a travel there. So Montserrat with another opportunity again to cut the score down to 7 or 6 if they score a 3-pointer. Keanu Woods bringing the ball across court to Teshan Phillip. Teshan Phillip driving inside with the floater. Is fouled. And he doesn't get the shot, but an opportunity to go for 2. So Teshan Phillip, the Montserrat guards, I must say, are attacking the rim.
Yes.
A lot more tonight. I mean, St. Kitts, they could have had an opportunity to expand the lead. The unfortunate decision there by Wilkinson. He probably thought he was closer to the hole.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, took the extra step for that layup. But good basketball down here tonight. Teshan Phillip goes for his first free throw. Converts on the first. Scored now within 8. 63 to St. Kitts, 55 to Montserrat.
Lovely game.
Yes, indeed. Teshan Phillip with one more layup, one more free throw. Makes both free throws. Now Montserrat within 7. Ball into Angel. Harris picks up full court to Wilshire. Wilshire to Rogers. Rogers looking for help. Keanu Woods playing him very close. Inside to Wilkinson. Leader on the baseline though. Getting that 2 points. Montserrat seems to be playing a man-to-man defense, but you cannot sleep on those screens. Thomas not awake, speaking to the coaches, coming down the court and messing up on that play there.
And I must say, again, a while ago I couldn't see because the 2 green tops at that. And look, a steal. And going up, Sweeney trying to do a reverse layup, missing that one, goes inside.
Wilkinson, for that pure jump shot, mid-range.
But he just stood and he saw inside of that basket.
I've seen that guy work on that shot for years.
Yeah.
You know, that curl around, come up to the feature, extended feature, and just hit it every time. Harris, now, driving in the middle to Keanu Woods for 3. Money.
Yes.
Money. Keanu Woods brings it back to within 8. Montserrat, though, have to maintain that defense. I see Mr. Christian Yearwood and Jazzy Creeks on the bench looking to come into the game. Angel across the top. They let him go. Lines up for the 3 and answers right back. Montserrat once again lapsing on that defense.
Defensive play. You defend from the front. Let's go.
Not only that, going under the screens as opposed to staying over. Sweeney goes for the floater. Keanu Woods with the rebound. Pulls out. Still dribbling through the middle. Kicks out to Harris. Harris for 3. Good. And we have a 3-point shootout here tonight. Back-to-back threes for both teams. Angel now. Let's see if he's going to answer the call once again. Wilkinson drives across the baseline. Good defense there by Keanu Woods. To the middle for leader. Wilkinson for that mid-range jumper again. Misses this time. Harris coming down court with an opportunity to cut into that lead once more. Screen set there by Thomas. Thomas collects it. Drives down the middle. Across the corner to Sweeney. Sweeney, good. Dribble fake. And he's blocked. But he's fouled.
Yes. And I like what he did there. he looked for that foul. He knew that he was far from the basket. He looked for that foul, knowing one of our best free throw shooter.
Yes.
And very calm and collective. Although late to the game, he's now managing the game mentally with his team. So I'd like to say good evening to everyone. If you're not awake, please wake. We're right here. It's only 9 o'clock here.
Yeah,
and I think it's what, 1 o'clock? Is it 1 o'clock in England?
England.
Don't, you can't be asleep. It's festive month in Montserrat. You want to be a part of everything. You want to tell your friends. I saw a live game here in Montserrat against St. Kitts in our lovely facility. So please wake a friend and wake a friend. Philo Magic Media, ZJB Radio, and the whole of the Montserrat fraternity, wherever you are. We are here.
Indeed.
We are here.
Big
so
up.
we need that support for the guys.
Indeed.
Mr.
Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. All of my friends, all of my supporters, same way. Big part of basketball in Montserrat, all the supporters of Maba, all the supporters of Montserrat, all over the world. We can't without them. This is not possible. Give big props to all of the promoters of basketball in Montserrat, whether it's Maba, DHP, Ascendance Sports,
yes.
MSS, anybody who is putting on basketball, contributes.
Mr. Jamal Wade with that
yes,
one
Mr.
shot, one kill, and I like that as well. Very, very good initiative on that night, and that is something as
the more basketball we have playing,
yes,
the better the guys will get.
Yes,
the more impetus for them to play.
And development of our young people, as you can see, some of our young people sitting down, talking the game as well, giving their play-by-play input, yes. And you can hear the screams, every shot clapping and everything. So they're involved. Most of the times you see they come, they look to just get on the court, but also they're dialed in. And what I like as well, when you pass, you hear, sir, I heard you on coach on the radio.
Indeed,
and now we understand certain things because we are tuned in. And I think we're up by 221 watching.
Yes.
And that's a good number for us here in our little Emerald Isle.
Indeed.
And I know some people are very jealous of our little Emerald Isle because we have the infrastructure.
Indeed.
So thank you very much. And you can see the court through the Philo Magic Media's lens, and it's lovely. So now we need to play a game.
Yes. Keanu Woods getting his hands in there, but not able to hold on to that basket. Once they're playing a man-to-man defense, they have to focus. Angel with the ball, played by Woods. Woods over to Leader. Leader down the middle, played by Christian, but he fumbles it. No foul call. Harris going across court, driving down the middle to the corner to Woods. Woods sets up for three, and he scores. Game is now within 4. 66-70. That man-to-man defense seems to be working for Montserrat. Leader, ball to Leader in the middle, takes his dribble. Woods playing Angel, and Montserrat causes another turnover with that man-to-man defense. St. Kitts calling a substitution. Leader, not the most offensive-minded player, and he seems to be a bit confused now that the pressure is being applied earlier. So St. Kitts has sent back their shooter, Mr. Wilkinson, who's also a big man, into the game. Montserrat chipping away at that score, making some changes early. They played the 2-3 at some points in the tournament. Earlier, I saw them playing the 1-3-1 defense. They've now switched to man-to-man in the fourth quarter to apply some pressure. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in the last quarter. Christian Yearwood through the middle, slides through. Misses on the layup there. Rogers with the rebound, sending his players forward. Angel to Wilkinson. Whoa. Back to Angel. Jazik picks up Rogers. Rogers across the top. Jazik. Rogers looking for some help. Getting a big screen there from Wilkinson. Wilkinson to the middle. Sargent with the ball at the top. To Wilkinson at the feature line. Misses. Rogers there with the tip. But Yearwood with the rebound. Weeks now. Going across court to Teshan Phillip. Teshan Phillip gets it saved. Sends it up top to Keanu Woods. Woods across to Harris. Harris pulls for three and misses. Rogers with the rebound. Settles the game. And passes to Angel. Angel picked up by Phillip. Angel driving across court. Rogers left open. Across court to Wilshire. Back to Rogers at the top. Wilkinson with the screen. not getting the screen from thing. Once again, Teshan Phillip going over the screen. Harris playing Angel. Angel pulls up for three from way downtown and misses as the shot clock expires. Montserrat with some really good defense there. St. Kitts seeming a bit winded. They're not. BVI used a similar strategy against them to apply that pressure early, causing those turnovers. Montserrat has to convert now, though, to stay in this game. 1 minute and 32 seconds left. Across the top to Teshan Phillip. Teshan Phillip back to Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods picked up by Sargent. Keanu goes for the drive, and he's fouled. St. Kitts with 4 fouls. This may be the 5th, so Keanu may have. It is the 5th. And Sargent now with his 4th foul.
Yes.
So Keanu has an opportunity to bring the game within 3 or 2 points. Close game here, coach.
Yes, very close. And as you say, that pressure defense a while ago before taking out Leader, you can see Leader was there. He could not recover. No. Every minute he was there, he looking around, he was lost for that little time, and coach took him off, I think, because of the pressing, not because he's a bad player, but because of the applied pressure from the Shamrock boys. And as you mentioned, that one-to-one, man-to-man defense, and it's working.
Yes.
And as you mentioned over and over, as we mentioned in here, when we win that possession, can we convert?
Indeed. Indeed. Leader, not a bad player, but he does not have the ball handling necessary to get out of that high pressure man-to-man defense there being played by Montserrat. Montserrat players doing well to apply that pressure without committing the fouls early and putting a bit of confusion into that St. Kitts offense. We noticed the other night when they played against St. Kitts, when they got that high court man-to-man pressure, it threw them off their game a bit. They couldn't get into their set plays as nicely or as seamlessly as they would like. And we've spoken on that. You have to, because they're not necessarily what would you say, a one-man team or a hero team. We have one guy shooting all the shots. They're more of a set play, playing a more college type of game.
Collective.
So if you prevent them from getting into that system, Keanu Woods there with his first free throw. You hear the crowd going wild outside, bringing the game to within 3. With the one possession game, with the opportunity to bring it to a 2-point game. Keanu Woods sets up. You know, his fans are going crazy at home. Keanu Woods for the next one, and he converts. Montserrat now picking up once again, full court. 2-point lead for St. Kitts, 68-70. Can they dethrone the champions tonight? Montserrat,
come back, Christian.
Yes. Woods at Angel. Woods picking up defense early against Angel. Angel with a nice spin there. Woods with some really good defense, forcing Angel to pick up his dribble. Christian against Wilkinson. Wilkinson pulls up and he commits a travel. Wilkinson travels at his sweet spot.
Yes, yes. And you saw that
Wilkinson,
he took it out.
He got the shot.
Yes.
But Christian Yearwood, with that high pressure, forcing Wilkinson to drag his feet and commit that travel. Montserrat now with an opportunity to either tie this game or take the lead. Teshan Phillip to Christian Yearwood. Christian to Harris. Harris faced up by Rogers. Rogers, beast leader across the middle. Comes through, passes to Christian. Christian across the baseline, goes up, and he's fouled. Christian is fouled and goes to the line to shoot 2 with an opportunity to tie the game at the free throw line. What a game we have here, coach.
Yes, very,
58 seconds left.
Yes.
Who will be going to the finals?
And it's all about nerves at this time and in on-the-floor management. So if the management of the players and they're tuned, I think we can get over that hill. Not saying, as you know, we are home court, so we have to give our kudos to our home guys, but also St. Kitts players playing very well inside. Every year coming here, showing what they can do, and you look and you see now, you have Christian Yearwood being, you know, psyched. I see some of the guys talking to him, trying to psych him in the next way, but he just needs to keep his composure, even converting one.
Yes.
Just give us one, and then you can build on that. And
exactly.
And time to play the game.
There
this
seems
is the time.
to be something here. Referees talking to the
Yeah,
scorers.
yeah.
St. Kitts is in the bonus, and he also was going for the shot. So there's no question about whether he's going to the line to shoot 2.
Yes,
so Christian with his first. Seems to be very calm at the line. Going for his first. Sets up 1 dribble, 2 dribble. Follow through. Converts the first of his 2 free throws. So we have a 1-point game here. 58.1 seconds left on the clock. Christian Yearwood, the opportunity to tie this game for Montserrat. Crowd, very incensed. Christian shoots his second. Montserrat picking up full court once again. Rogers on the baseline, pacing across the baseline, looking for his inbound. Woods playing some tight defense there on Angel. Woods staying close. Woods across the court. Switch called between Angel and Teshan Phillip, committing a foul there. Luckily enough, this is Montserrat's first foul of the quarter.
Yes.
So good foul there by Teshan Phillip. Good foul there by Teshan Phillip. Can't complain about that. His first foul of the game.
Yes.
So he has been playing good defense.
And
he has been
very
getting
good management.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about, that management. And I'm here looking back on
timeout there by St. Kitts coach. They're feeling the pressure. 2 good teams here.
Yes.
Working hard. Montserrat trying to take home a championship for the first time in their own invitational tournament. They got beat last night by St. Kitts pretty badly.
Yes.
They made some adjustments. As we said, last night they were a bit laid back. They didn't make those defensive changes early enough. They weren't driving to the hoop as much. We've seen those changes. Unfortunately, Steve Rodney has not come back into the game, but his players seem to have gained some momentum. They're playing with some pride now. One of their main players are down, and that has given them that extra push to fight against St. Kitts, the reigning champions. If St. Kitts lose tonight, they will officially be dethroned. If they do win, they have an opportunity to double down and face whoever wins the second game. Montserrat wins, it will be an opportunity for them to reach into the finals for the first time in 3 years. Coming out of the timeout, St. Kitts going out of bounds. Montserrat with the crowd behind them, crowd chanting defense, motivating their guys. Rogers, calm, cool, and collected guy for St. Kitts. 46.3 seconds left on the clock. Tie game here. Rogers gets the ball out to Angel. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Another foul committed there. Keanu Woods has to be careful.
Take it calm. Take it calm.
Yes, it is. Yes. It is away from the basket. It is an out of bounds play.
But also time off the clock. So asking them not to lose that composure.
Shot clock though will be reset. To 14 seconds. Rogers now back out of bounds. St. Kitts trying to execute the out of bounds play. Wilkinson at the top. Keanu Woods playing Angel. Keanu Woods. Angel spinning on him. Christian Angel with a big layup there for St. Kitts, pushing St. Kitts ahead. 34 seconds left in this game. Harris pushing the ball across court. Looking for help. Played by Wilshire. Harris drives to the middle. And is it a foul?
Should be.
A foul committed there by Wilshire against Harris. And Harris has an opportunity now to shoot too. What an interesting game. What an interesting game here.
Wow.
Montserrat being saved time and time again by some pretty lucky plays.
Yes.
I must say. I mean, they have an opportunity. This is a high pressure spot.
I will look back at the replay here. As we look at the replay, the pressure that was from the foul. And looking back at that foul was kind of, it was one of those. So now we have a chance for Harris to get the game in back with the Montserrat Shamrocks, where he has a chance to shoot two free throws. So this is where the nerves comes to play for our players. And can he convert? Or back in the day, we used to do a thing like this. You know how it goes. Do one, and then you have your big guys boxing out, and you just come back up into that key and put that up.
Indeed. Harris converts the first. Converts the first. Montserrat now within 25.2 left on the game clock. Harris, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, 3 dribbles. Shoots the second, and we have a tie game. Crowd goes crazy. Montserrat, full court press. Rogers seems to have passed the ball out of bounds. The sheriff on the baseline telling him to keep it calm.
Yes.
Keep it calm.
He can give a technical right there. That
Indeed.
That
Don't want to give
but
that
he
up.
don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that. Wilshire, played by Woods. Wilshire looking for help. Played by Woods. Played closely. Woods not wanting to foul. Wilshire trying to drive down the middle. Goes straight. Coast to coast. Big shot there by Wilshire. Bringing the game back up by 2. Harris now with 14 seconds left for Montserrat. Played by Angel. Across the top of the court. Jazik Weeks. To Christian Yearwood. Christian Yearwood back to Weeks. Weeks drives down the middle. Tashawn Phillip for a big three. Misses. Rogers with the rebound. And pushes it up the court. And that's the end of it. St. Kitts wins by 2. They get another opportunity to go to the finals. Montserrat played their heart out there. You cannot deny it.
Yes.
They tried really hard to get themselves into the finals. Nothing to be disappointed about there. St. Kitts bigging up their chest. Good game played by them there. Good management. Good push by the St. Kitts team.
Yeah.
They're back into the finals with another opportunity to defend their championship for the second year.
And you can see what that means to both teams. Unfortunately, we had to have a loser. And unfortunately, it is our boys. But I'd like to say kudos to them for that fourth quarter play.
Definitely.
And that's something that we can look forward to as well, going into this game and seeing that we can do it if we put our minds to it. So I like to say, on behalf of the whole of the commentary team, I like to say kudos to the Montserrat Shamrocks and congratulations to the St. Kitts Sugar Boys. They're on their way and defending their crown.
Indeed.
Yes?
Indeed. I must say, great game by the Sugar Boys managing it towards the end of the game. You know, Montserrat clawed back late to they once again giving. They did score a lot more than St. Kitts in the fourth quarter, but they gave them a bit too much room earlier up. You know, but really good game here tonight. If you missed it, you dissed it.
Yes.
You're definitely missing out on some quality basketball here tonight. The local boys really giving it their all. Just unfortunate towards the end of that one. They really pulled it back, tried the hardest, but they lost. They battled in this instance, but nothing to be ashamed of. You know, they fought very well throughout the war. They have an opportunity tomorrow night to compete against whoever loses this game tonight for that third place trophy. St. Kitts, though, once again into the finals for the second year running with an opportunity to defend their championship in the Montserrat Invitational Basketball Tournament. And we take it back to master control as we prepare for the second game of our doubleheader tonight. And we look to see you in about 15 minutes for some more sweet basketball here at the National Multipurpose Complex.
She from Bego, she skin dark like a cocoa, steam fish and a okro. I kiss she that cause she say so. I ask she what you into, she say inside of your bedroom. I say wait girl but you're steaming. She go bring her friend, she named Shanice. The three are we in triangle, so put your hand in the air girl, and bend over touch your ankle. It's two of them at this mantle. You wanna jump back? Hey yo yeah, do something. I don't like the vibes in this dance, it's too boring. I need more action in my life, I say. Great is the art form on display, so how you go stand up on your phone all day? It's not the time for that, so please just put it away. Hey, as soon as she step in at the dance like she upset, stand up and cussing the dan on she handsets, like she vexed with the man. This is not the place for you to get on, so just reset. Look the rum, that may be the only thing to keep you calm. Bubble up your waist when you feel the drum. Wind your body and perform. Cause when soca start to soak, we don't make no joke. We are fetters to we are. You wanna Take a wine when my bum roll. Fall in love and get out of control. See my old ding-a-ling just a watch and a stare. When me left a boy, catch me back where? What's this? Yes, just free waistline active. Yes, pretty face, whole man captive. Do anything no more like this. No practice. Man of the least, I'm a problem. Pick and choose how we get. Them kids face party young little mad. Them sing the anthem. Action, get your back, your bam bam. Kill them with your motion. You are whining champion. You and your friend. Action, get your back, your bam bam. Kill them with your motion. You are whining champion. Body is she friend, and she was right till the end. She said, body is she friend, and she was right till the end. Right, gal, till your heels broke off. The bike fast so your wig flick off. I say, right, gal, till your heels broke off. The bike fast so your wig flick off. I say, right, she's a ride or die. On top, she's a ride or die. I say, right, she's a ride or die. And she was right till the end.
She like your body in a dance and body in a bed. Wine and cock up your leg. Jiggle and go up on your head. My girl, you want all your bubble and wine. You can take all my money. Bubble for me, girl, take all my money. Girl, bend that spine and take all my money. Look my salary, all for your honey. Girl, take this money, girl. Take this money, girl. Take this money, girl. Take all of my money.
This don't mean that you're a prostitute. It just means that your body look cute. Girl, you're tight like one fruit loop. Me rob a bank and give to the loot. And the breast them no long like no parachute. They with them stick up like gun when you shoot. Plus me love when you blow on the flute. Me want breathe you and give you a you. Girl, dip it, chop it, stick it, tack it, stick it, dug in the socket. Boom blast like a rocket.
balance, body, balance, balance, body, balance, balance.
Boom! 3, 5, 4, from I come to jump till kingdom come. Please buy more rum, cause right now I'm preparing to go. Tongue in it, right down in there, tongue in it, straight down in there, tongue in it, keep down in there, I down in the sauce. Tongue in it, right down in there, tongue in it, keep down in there, tongue in it, straight down in there. I like when the sauce is wet, wet, like when the sauce wet, wet, wet. The sauce is wet, wet, like when the sauce wet, wet, wet. The sauce wet, wet, like when the sauce wet, wet, wet. The sauce is wet, wet. Never again, never again. Hey, boy, I out on the road. Hey, hey, I'm not staying home. Can't miss me. Double M, double M. Look, I done book my flight. Tell me friends and family I'm coming. Hey, boy, the suitcase packed tight. As soon as the plane touch down, we pumping hard. And if you hear them, welcome, welcome, welcome to the land of Calypso. I see that you touched down. Well done, well done. I hope that you're more than fit and ready, cause it's real rum, real vibe. Soon as I touch the first party, it's shell down, shell down. I'm fetting until I'm falling down. I will never miss an next carnival again. Tell them I will never miss an next carnival again. Until the good Lord take me, I'll be jumping up in a party. I'll be on the road with family. I'll be having the time of my life. Until the good Lord take me. Hey, it's carnival, 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 bacchanal. Why can't I leave you alone? Tell me why can't I leave you alone? Cause ever since you caught my interest, you've become something I can't get used to. And every time I said that I'm leaving, one look at you just make me think it over. I cannot do without you, like I cannot do without you. Can't even entertain it over you again. Baby, watch over us, watch over us.
Father bless everybody in this party. Yeah. Put hands on us. Put hands on us. Father bless everybody in this party. Yeah. Watch over us. In we going out and we coming in. I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Put hands on us. I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch over us. I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't make another move till we blast this party. Cause I come here with the intention to get on bad. Bad, bad, bad. Boy, to get on mad and crazy inside of this party. Full intention to get on mad. Mad, mad, mad. Hey, to get on mad and crazy inside of this party.
Yeah, we come from far. We got more to go.
Check it out. Say we come from far, oh. Yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go. And we keep going, going, we keep going. Yes.
Yes, we got far more way to go.
Far more way to go.
And we keep going.
Going, we keep going.
And when you feel me, just go. Everything good, everything good, everything good, everything good on my head.
Everything nice, everything nice, everything nice, everything nice on my own.
Everything good, everything good, everything good, everything good on my head.
Everything nice, everything nice, everything nice.
Kiss it from your body, one, yeah. Then we can go in and go down, yeah. Down, down, yeah. You can do me anything you want. But the best you know me not tell no lie, nah, baby, we go take a jam, down in the band. The way you move your waist is real bacchanal. Baby, the way you make me feel. Ooh, oh. Bend over so, show me what you got. So I like it like that. Girl, you really turn me on, yeah. Kiss it from your body, yeah. Then we can go in and go down, yeah. Down, down, yeah. You can do me anything you want, but the
coming back for you. I'll be coming back for you. I'll be coming back for you.
Light it.
I'll be coming back for you.
Light it up, light it up, light it up. Mankind, him so kind, but they can't stop we shine. I might fall for 99, but get up 100 times. So them can't spoil the lime. No, anyway the soca play, we don't tolerate bad energy. Whatever people say, they say. I have my life, and Jack got my way. I hear I get horn, but I mind business. Don't worry about that. I hear me gold born, but I mind business. Don't worry. That woman have me like a clown, but I mind business. Don't worry about that. The child not my own, but that's my business. Hey. They go talk, they go talk, they go talk, they go say what they want, but I live in comfortable. They go talk, they go talk, they go talk, they go say what they want, but I live in comfortable. Bull talk them like, but we don't have no time for them. Bull talk them like, what? Before you start, I don't want to know.
We all my dirty people, whoa, we all my friends. Like monsters in the night, we shall rise. It's time to get high, we time to get wild. Huh. Bring bait, bring oil, bring bottles up on his bottles, up on his bottles, bottles are rum. If you're drunk, that is a good sign to invade the tongue with no fight. Up, y'all whining down all night, cause Chumby's taking over the place now. They want you to wake up, start to bounce and shake up, shake up. They don't care about your makeup, so you better wake up, wake up. When the dead comes to life, can you feel the vibe? We go rule the night again. Monsters rising up from the dead. We drunk, we sick and we head. In tongue, we taking the place again, like vampires and the zombies all in the tongue. Wake up, it's time to break down. Shake up, it's all kind of mass and bacchanal in the place. When the monsters touch down, it's dirtiness, it's dirtiness, dirtiness, it's dirtiness, dirtiness, it's dirtiness. Now when the monsters touch down, it's dirtiness, it's dirtiness, dirtiness, it's dirtiness, dirtiness, it's dirtiness. Now. If loving you is wrong, baby, I don't wanna be right now, no. Pretty, this one's for my one and only. I cannot decide if it's just a wine or are you here for life or passing by. I can't deny. I pulled you aside 'cause I saw in your eyes that you are the prize. Hey, I wonder if I take you home. I wonder if I take you home. Will you stay with me till I'm on end? If I take you home, prove me right or prove me wrong. Since you're back in the money, hey, no regrets. Like a drug I'm addicted. Hey, no regrets. You give up and you need it. Hey, no regrets. Feel the cancer to live it. Hey, no regrets.
The sun don't know the way this love burns. I know it's true, I'm hoping that the way the world turns, I'll find you, come and go, but always return. 'Cause me and you love me, just don't leave me to burn. Hey. Down in my heart and my soul, that's where you are. Yeah, yeah. Always gone too long when you're gone away, away, away.
Oh yeah, the
When girl want wine, you be play girl tune. Play girl tune, you be play girl tune. When girl want wine, you be play girl tune. Play girl.
Yes, we're back here for the start of the second game of our semi-finals for the Montserrat Invitational Basketball Tournament. We have BVI facing St. Eustatius for the second game of our doubleheader. In studios with us tonight, we have Mr. Jayesh Sadwani, one of our local commentators. Hasn't been with us for the week, you know, he's very taken up with the Montserrat Festival, a man of many hats himself, and we're glad to have him here with us tonight.
A pleasant good night, Thank you for that warm introduction, Julius.
Yes.
As you mentioned, you know, I was missing in action for the past few nights, but I'm happy to be in the studio here. Though I won't be staying all night, I promise.
That's okay.
You know, I'll try to put in my part and give, you know, Coach Sam a little break.
Indeed.
I know it's not an easy job to be speaking and commentating for the entire game.
Yes. Something very unexpected here tonight. St. Eustatius starts out with an aggressive lead. 6 points, 1 minute into the fourth quarter.
That's right. I wasn't here, but I've heard that, you know, they've taken some, you know, I don't want to say blows, but blows is the word that comes to mind.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to a positive game from them. You know, as I said, it's the semi-finals, so even if they win tonight, they will progress to the finals. Am I right?
Indeed, yes. And we just might, this just might be the upset.
Suppose there's an upset
that we've been looking for. You know, as the week has progressed, we have seen a lot of changes in the pace of play. Teams gelling a lot more, you know, teams becoming more confident in their play, styles of play changing, teams making faster adjustments, you know, so we could expect anything.
But I must admit, what a wonderful game we had before this. Like,
definitely.
What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts?
I was on my feet. When I walked in, you know, I said, what? You know, the lead is you know? And then I saw that run by Munson, and I was like, I was in the crowd shouting, hands up, hands up. D up.
You should have started the chant. Defense.
Yes.
Defense.
I was here banging the bleachers. I watched my president watch me like.
And at one point, if you check, they had the video on you. So they had the camera on you right there. So, yes, the team had the camera on you.
Funny enough, you mentioned that because someone from the UK reached out to me and they said, make sure you cheer for Montserrat because my son is playing. So I said, oh, damn, how you know I'm at basketball? in my head, I'm trying to figure out it. But now you said that it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense now.
Yes. True. So here we go.
Media,
I guess.
They zoom.
They zoom in on me?
Yes, their zoom is excellent.
I guess I'm pretty in pink tonight.
So, yes.
But you mentioned as a run by 6. Now the game is tied with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And, of course, if you unaware, we have BVI versus Stacia, and it's the second game in the semi-finals.
Yes.
So the winner from tonight or this game would progress to the finals to meet St. Kitts.
Yes.
And of course, the loser will play Montserrat for the third place.
Yes.
Trophy.
Yes. So BVI making quick work of that score, tying it up easily. Once again, leaking out, applying the pressure deep. Tyson there with a block earlier, but Stacia. Once again, first 2 nights, they weren't so good. Clinton Reese there.
Yes, stepping up tonight. Stepping up tonight,
yes. Putting up a big 3 there. Stacia giving BVI some good work early up in the shot clock. Here goes Mrs. there for BVI. That is, I think that is Reimer. And Tyson back through the middle, goes for the floater. Tyson using his length to come over the top, getting that rebound. Stacia, Livingston for Stacia, getting the rebound. Collected by Reese. Back to Livingston. Livingston into Reese again. Out now to De Jesus. De Jesus pulls for 3. And De Jesus misses. But Reese playing big tonight with a big layup. Livingston comes through. Nice finger roll off the top there. But Stacia picking up those offensive rebounds tonight. And De Jesus now with 3. 2 points. Stacia up 11. But BVI. Stacia has to get back on the defense because BVI has the experience to change gears at any point in time and turn up the scheme. Stacia with a big 3 again. Batista there. Stacia now stretching the score 14-8. Robinson for BVI coming to the middle and he's fouled there by Batista. Batista, a player that I've admired throughout the course of the week. Not the most talented, not the most skillful, but a really big heart when it comes to putting it all on the court, trying his best and making sure he leaves every bit of energy out there on that court.
And our boy Livingston,
Indeed.
and our live wire that takes the game to them every night. Fearless. We are trying to see if he's 5'1" or 5'1.5", but he's very fearless in his play, and he continues to grow and grow every night.
I recall actually Antoine Robinson from last tournament.
Yes.
So
From the first one.
The first one. He was the one. He took.
He missed last year's tournament.
But I remember in the first one, he was a very dominant player. He definitely is a force to reckon with. How has he been performing?
Yes. He's been dropping threes. He's been dropping threes from everywhere on the court. He steps back, and every night he tries to shoot a three from different position on the court.
Okay, here on the other end, we have Eustatius bringing up the ball.
Robinson there with a nice steal. Robinson pulls up from behind the arc, 4 feet behind the arc. He balls it. Oh, there was a foul.
There's a whistle, yeah.
Oh, so Robinson seems to have committed the foul there on De Jesus while trying to get that steal, trying to find his range early. Yeah. This guy, for Wilkinson, mid-range shooter, it's catch money every time. But Robinson, he just tries to go from Timbuktu, anywhere around the court.
And no matter what guard is guarding him in what position, he just steps back and he executes.
The Jesus running through the middle there for Stacia.
BVI, we have Antoine Robinson coming down. Number 1 for BVI, pulls up for 3 and bounces off the rim and out of bounds. So just for reference for those who are like myself and don't know the numbers as good as Mr. Julius Fergus, we have Racing Reimer for BVI. Jason Reimer for BVI, he's playing number 2. Kimani Hellinger, number 17. Antoine Robinson, number 1. Timron Nicky, number 23. Rickwan Foy, number 4. Jackwan Hodge, number 15. Jason Ordain Jr., number 16. Shaquem Tyson, number 9. And the head coach would be Ronald Norman. Forgive me.
Yes, so we have Livingston here across the top. Into Batista. Batista gets it to Reese. Reese fumbled it, but Reese was fouled. A reaching call there by Kwan.
Yes.
Rickwan Foy, but he made it pretty clear to me. He only hears that name when he goes to the airport. So he prefer to be referred to as Kwan. So Kwan committing the foul there against Clinton Reese. Clinton Reese putting up some big minutes for Stacia here tonight. Hitting a big 3 earlier, pulling some big rebounds.
For Stacia, we have Cleveland Scarrett playing the number 1 jersey. Clinton Reese with number 9. Jeshwan Fenton, number 8. Javier Batista, number 13. Denicia Livingstone, number 5. Jeshero Kovale, number 12. Desandro De Jesus, number 11. And, of course, they're accompanied by Miguel Merkman, who's the head coach, and Christian Leifrock, the manager.
Yes, a good setup. I mean, once again, as we said, you may hear some familiar names on the Stacia team. Montserrat there, giving a helping hand. Strangers Paradise, we help everyone who comes across. Stacia having some difficulties, some of the players not being able to reach Montserrat. We have an abundance of good players, sacrificing some of our guys, giving them to Stacia so that we could indeed have a good tournament. Livingston, the live wire, coming up there with a big steal for Stacia. Stacia, 14-11. De Jesus, pump fake through the middle. Passes across to Batista. Batista lays it up, doesn't convert. Tyson for BVI. Across to Foy. Foy down to the middle. Pulls up, and he's fouled by the much smaller Livingston. Jumped straight up, but he was still moving back, committing that foul against Kwan. Kwan now setting up for his 2 free throws.
I remember these players. I remember number 9, Shaquem Tyson.
Yes.
And I remember Antoine Robinson. Yes. And I'm not sure if Foy was there. Was Foy there too?
Foy has been here. He's one of their veterans from day one.
Oh, yes. No, I see him on the big screen.
Yes.
Okay, my eyesight, dropped from 2 years ago. Now that I see it on the big screen, I realized some changes.
It did.
So you remember when we were doing it, it was just 5. So it was Hodge, Shaquem Tyson,
Antoine,
Foy, and a next player.
Rick One Foy, yeah.
Rick One Foy and the next player. So it was just 5 players
and,
at that time.
And Ronald hasn't changed, right? It's the same head coach.
Same head coach. For years.
Yeah. And you can see him on the bench. He's still quiet until.
Seems relaxed.
Yes, he's a guy that can get very animated, very passionate about his players, very passionate about their safety, and ensuring that they get justice throughout the course of the game. He's willing to take that technical foul and ensure that his players stay calm and let him do the talking to the referees.
That's right. But with just 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, we have Stacia with the lead at 14 points and BVI trailing behind by just 2 points, and that's 12. So now we have the game tied, am I right?
Yes.
Game tied with that layup by...
Jason Reimer just scored 2 points there for Stacia. Nice and easy layup through the middle. Livingston through the middle to De Jesus, but he's stripped. Robinson now, down the middle to Kwan. Kwan, pump fake. And Batista tried to get the conversion, but it rims out. He does, however, get those 2 free throws. Batista now with his second or third foul of the game early in the first quarter. This is a guy
that
you could say
they need him, so he can't afford to be fouled out. Yes,
the second foul.
Yes.
3 minutes left in the first quarter. He's like the anchor for this team. He's very vocal, very aggressive. He can score points at various points during the game. Livingston, the point guard, very aggressive himself, soft-spoken guy, but picks his spots and could get anywhere around the court.
Foy good there with his first free throw. Number 4 for BVI. Gears up, dribbles, takes his second free throw, and it's in.
Yes.
BVI actually has their players' pictures on their uniform.
Okay. This is a team that has been together for many years, actually.
You can see the chemistry, and I've seen it from since the first time that we're here.
They always know where each other is on the court, making some passes that not anybody could make. You have to have that special chemistry with these guys to make those kind of passes.
A good steal there by Foy. Unfortunately, didn't convert on the other end, but here we have Stacia coming down and missing that layup. Number 9, the big man for BVI, takes down the ball. He's struggling, but he gets over the half, looking for the pass. Finds a player, finds another one. Help me out with the names, Julius.
Hodge across the baseline for the easy 2. Yes. You're trying your best.
I'm trying my best. I'm not as familiar as you guys are. Forgive me.
And it's not a very far in the scoreline. It's just 14 to St. Eustatius. I'd like to say good night to everyone in St. Eustatius. If you're tuning in, watching your team tonight, we'd like to say again, thank you very much for sending your guys, giving them the experience and giving them that exposure into the game of basketball, and playing on our lovely courts.
And we're looking forward to
that every minute.
Of course, and we're looking forward to welcoming them, for next year, the annual MABA Invitational Regional Tournament. So hopefully next time they can accompany their team and come on down and join us here in Paradise. As Julius loves to say, it's the stranger's paradise.
Yes.
I love to call Montserrat the home away from home.
Definitely.
We're how the Caribbean used to be.
Definitely.
That's how I like to promote Montserrat. So definitely, if you're listening to me, definitely take a little quick Google search and see how quickly you can get down here. It's Carnival season, and of course we have St. Patrick's coming in. Yes. Forgive me if I promote Mac on government on Maba time, but I'm not quite familiar.
One family.
It's for the culture.
One family.
As our premier says, one Montserrat.
Indeed.
So, yes. That's the energy we're moving with forward.
And it's all connected because
100%.
This tournament is happening during the carnival season.
During the Montserrat Carnival.
And it's something that can be done earlier at night as opposed to maybe the parties or the shows that happen. Finishes early enough. It's family friendly. It's interactive because the crowd does 100%. Get really involved. And it's something that you can really enjoy inside, so you don't have to worry about the weather. So there are a lot of benefits to this.
100%.
Entertainment, just the same. The carnival season is all about entertainment.
Tomorrow is the finals, and of course, before the finals, we have the opening of Carnival.
Exactly.
And we purposely pushed it behind. So we started at 5 p.m. instead of 6.
Yes.
So that we can facilitate both events.
Exactly.
And, you know,
we have to work together.
100%.
And that's partnership. That's good
And
partnership.
we're close by. We're right down in the Carnival City, so it's a quick jog up the road, and
Yes.
you can be here for the finals.
Yes. So those who haven't made up their minds yet so far for the Christmas festival, there's a lot to do, lots of entertainment. You know, whether you're into sports, whether you're into culture, whether you're into partying, you could come over and enjoy the Christmas season in Montserrat. This is also our festival season.
Most definitely. And you know, we always welcome with open arms. There's never a shortage of homes and cars, and if you don't have a ride, it's all right. Someone's going to pick you up.
Indeed.
And yeah, but back to the game. Julius, take us away.
Yes, we have Reimer there on the baseline. Cross to Nicky. Nicky across court, and he gets a nice and one there. Sent BVI no longer playing it safe, no longer playing it easy, ensuring that they get those points up early on Stacia, not giving them a chance to keep it close like the game before. They don't want no trouble in the later half of the game. So
That's
Nicky
right.
now to the line. Very calm guy. Sets up
BVI.
for his one free throw. And goes up.
Misses.
No.
Gets it in.
Actually
Gets it
comes
in.
Gets
And
that
takes
shooter's
it-
roll.
And that takes BVI to 23 and
Yes.
Stacia to 14. And this is how fast-paced basketball is as a game. You just never know when it changes, how quickly the lead rotates. But here on the other side, we have Cleveland Skerritt over to the wing.
The
and
Jesus
yeah,
gets
gets
a
it in.
beautiful shooter's roll there. Stacia down by 6.
That's right, 17-23 in favor of BVI. And here we have on the other end, BVI driving and
Misses.
a rebound by
Nicky.
BVI as well.
Yes,
And he
Nicky
gets
there
that
with
one
the
in.
rebound. Reimer fumbling a bit. Nicky coming up with the rebound.
Skerritt.
Stacia attacking quickly. Cavalier for 2. Misses. Fenton up with Hodge. Hodge with the higher jump. Gets the rebound. Tries to go coast to coast. Played by Cleveland Skerritt. Cleveland Skerritt comes up with a beautiful steal here. Pushing to the other side. Over to De Jesus. De Jesus for easy lay. Stacia now back within 6 with 34 seconds left on the clock. Hodge over to Tyson. Tyson on the 3-point line. Waiting, setting up, settling down the game. Over to Reimer at the top of the key. Reimer played by Cavalier. Easy pass through the middle.
I love how he used that body just now.
Stacia. That's one thing with the BVI
He
squad.
used it to his
they
advantage.
push their bodies out.
And you know, you don't see a lot of that in today's basketball.
Exactly.
And that's what I miss. That you know, that close contact basketball. Everyone wants to shoot a 3-pointer.
Indeed.
But those fundamental moves is just beautiful to see. But here we have Hodge. Am I right? His name is Hodge. Right?
Pulling up for the 3.
His name was Hodge, right?
Yes, Hodge.
Right.
Hodge.
So I'm learning. I'm getting there.
Yes.
I'm getting there.
And now we get to the half. We have
End of the first quarter.
First quarter we have Center Stacia with 19, and BVI is at 27. 27, and again, guys, a whole quarter just flew by.
Indeed.
That's right.
Basketball is playing end to end, and
A few
is
lead changes.
excited, and a few lead
that's
changes.
right.
You know, BVI, Stacia jumped out early, but BVI noticing the threat and quenching that quite early, you know, coming back on the attack, pushing those fast break layups and capitalizing as best as they can.
Inside the studio now we have none other than the assistant coach, Mr. Genzil Skerritt, and he wears many hats. So now
You know what I realized? I think Montserrat has an influx of hats.
yes. When you have a small, I
look,
remember I was traveling one time. He was the mayor, the police, the judge, and I think was a clerk at the post office. So we saw him in everything we needed. It was the one person.
I
So
said it's
it
live on
happens here.
Magic Media, right?
Yes.
I feel Montserrat has the most hats per capita.
Yes.
in the world. I could tell you, Jensen is one person. He wears about 10 caps.
Yes.
I wear about 7. You know what I mean?
So yes.
Papcho wears about 17. So
Yes, and it shows that we're multi-talented here, and
Indeed.
we can assist in every area. So we have Mr. Genzil Skerritt here from the coach's perspective,
That's
from
right.
the Montserrat Shamrocks.
So
I would like to say welcome, Mr. Skerritt.
and in the same breath, I'd also like to say farewell. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and hopefully I could join you guys in the studio maybe tomorrow. So,
Yes,
Mr.
make
Skerritt,
You know you're always welcome.
So now we have a change into the quarter. We have a little shift change, not a full shift change. And we're going to hold him first as assistant coach. So we'll
Yes.
ask some questions as assistant coach. And then he will sit and give us a minute or two of commentary. So good night, Mr. Skerritt.
Coach Kenford, it's a pleasure to be in the studio here with you this evening, and especially after an interesting tournament this year, getting a chance to represent the home team as an assistant coach, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm very thankful for it.
Yes, yes. Mr. Skerritt, I see your voice is gone there. You know, you're very animated over there on the bench for that close game. Watching your team throughout the course of the tournament, what would you say has changed, or what improvements would you say you guys have made going from giving away leads so early and being a bit late last night against the same team to putting up a much closer game tonight? How do you feel about your guys' play and where you stand for that third place game tomorrow night?
Well, it's about maturity and it's about growth.
Yes.
I think something that we would have focused on a lot more is valuing the possessions this year, completing free throw assignments, ensuring that we share the ball as easily as possible. Don't wait for the late pass, but share the extra pass to
Yes.
create more space on offense.
Yes.
And then what everybody has been observing this year, for what Montserrat has always been known for, is the defense, and we could not let the defense drop
Yes.
standard this year. So we were very thankful in the last game that you would have seen that the players would have definitely defended what we call the home court.
Indeed.
And we are very thankful to see the growth in the young men. These young men, some of us have seen them around the sport for almost 12 years, 7 years. And the growth that they've made, we are thankful for it. And I believe the executive is proud of the effort. Nevertheless,
Yes.
we are growing as a unit. And, you know, we had an injury this evening of our captain, Mr. Steven Rodney. He brought a lot of passion to the game. And as always, went out and commanded the troops. As a matter of fact, he's a co-captain because we have Kristen Moraine, who also does a wonderful job. Kristen Yearwood, rather. So these two gentlemen have, you know, put the energy out there to keep these guys in line as young professionals, and they brought their professionalism to the sport of basketball, and we're thankful.
Yes, definitely.
And piggybacking on what you've just said, what are some of the highs and lows for the team and the tournament? You're attached to the team closely. What are some of the highs and lows you've experienced as a coach and the team and the togetherness, or whatever in that aspect?
Regard,
yes.
I think what I've enjoyed this year is the maturity of our scorers, taking accountability for the ball, knowing their task. This year we were smaller than usual. We didn't have as many bigs. The few we had, they were just, you know, learning the game and, of course, trying to strengthen their position. But our scorers, they took account for the game, and they realized that when something's not working, there are other methods. And you can always capitalize on your defense. You can have an off night on offense, but you can't have an off night when it comes to effort on defense.
Sure.
And these are some of the things I would have learned from, you know, playing with the former national, the national team. Of course, for several years, even in the youth programs, I can't come here and not say good night to people like Bevan Greenaway,
Yes.
who was fundamental in the foundation work back in the days. And of course, national players Ron Lewis and the like, Holler and Bob. They did a lot of work with me when I was very young in the sport. And I'm very thankful for the opportunities to play in the local leagues. And I think that's something that has to come back. The local league and business leagues, that was something that was very prevalent several years ago, and we hope to see that back again. We're thankful for my brother Julius, who is next to me,
Yes.
giving the youngsters opportunity to play in an Ascendance League, which is a lovely blend of persons in their 20s and teenagers,
Yes.
building camaraderie and learning habits and playing together. So that has been wonderful, but now we must find a way to bring back the Village League and or the Business League.
Yes.
And I mean, that's a challenge to the community as well, because for every league, sponsorship is a challenge, but for different leagues, we have to find a way that we make sure that players get to showcase their talents.
Yes.
So basketball is just one way. There's several other sports, but we're here talking about basketball tonight.
Yes, indeed. And yes, so we're back to the game. BVI has stretched their league further, now up by 16 points. Center Station still fighting too. still chipping away slightly, but BVI applying that pressure, forcing the guys starting to knock down their 3-point shots. Score currently 37-21 with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. Batista took his first free throw there, capitalized, so score cut down now to a 15-point lead. Batista goes for his second, misses. Tyson with that rebound. Tyson played by Fenton. Fenton lays off the defense. Tyson to Nicky. A bit too high for Nicky there, so that's a turnover for BVI. Ball back to center stations. De Jesus into Livingston. Livingston comes across the court, picked up by Hodge. Cavalier for 3, and he capitalizes. Stacia staying close. Staying close.
They put the score wrong.
Yeah, the score was awarded to BVI, but it should have been to Stacia there. I hope the scorers would get that corrected shortly.
And BVI number 17 scoring 2 points there now as you see Stacia back on the offensive attack. And here's number 11 for Stacia on the sideline, trying to bounce the ball off the player, but he walks outside. And the official this evening, Honorable Cranston Buffon, a man with many hats, signals out of bounds. The game is officiated once again by Kingsley Liebird, our friend from St. Kitts.
Mr. Fidel Foy.
Mr. Foy is back in Montserrat and making his presence felt.
Yes.
And of course, Honorable Cranston Buffon.
Call him the sheriff.
Yes. He's a
officer by
profession.
profession.
Yes.
And he shows that on the court.
Yes.
You know, trying to assert his dominance. A short guy, maybe a bit of the Napoleon complex involved. You know, basketball is a game of big men. You know, so he has to ensure that they don't miscalculate the height for a loss in power.
Indeed.
You know, so he's very stern in his refereeing, tries to keep the game under control, not letting the guys get too erratic in their style of play. So yeah, Genzel, your second time now coaching the national team. You spoke just now about playing locally, and I must commend you guys, because in order for the game to continue, we need people like yourself and Mr. Bob, who played locally and are now giving back from a developmental perspective in the coaching aspect. I mean, you yourself have played with the St. Kitts head coach, Coach Spezia. In terms of the development of your plays, do you think that you guys use a lot of complexities, or you kept it simple for your team in the tournament?
No, due to the tournament and the time frame in which we had to prepare, we ran some basic offenses that were popular for this time of tournament play, with some complex what we call out of bounds plays that we relied on. But nevertheless, I think again what the guys were able to capitalize on was the defensive side of it, because some nights we had some nights we were on shooting, but the defensive intensity is what we were very proud of. Indeed. And yes, the sets were complicated because you want to challenge your players, and that's how they grow. Indeed. If you're giving your players the same thing all the time, you can't see any expansion or creation in their minds. Yes. So what you try to do is make the practices challenging enough to them so that they will execute what you need to execute, but you must allow them to fail. Yes. And when they fail now, they can adjust to become better.
Indeed.
So it's a test every day to get them to focus, to lock in, and then from there to learn something new every day.
Cavalier goes up for another 3, but apparently he steps out of bounds there.
I'm going to speak briefly just about what has happened, transpired in style of basketball.
Yes.
Okay, so when we were playing, Julius, you would remember, and yourself as well, Kenford as a player, there were no...
Hold on. You and Kenford, the different era. So
is he saying we're old? Is he saying we're old?
But Julius did play on some.
Definitely.
Yes. He played as a
he was the one who passed across the bridge from you guys.
I'm more bridging the gap, you know. So I'm taking a bit from you guys and handing some down to the youngers, so from the old school to the new school. Well, so you could continue. Yes.
So again, if you look at how the players are dressed in this modern time, it was never heard of that you come to the court with 2 different shoes.
Yes.
Indeed.
2 different color shoes with the same style. If you had 2 different shoes, one toe bust out, it was allowed. But now it is normal for players to play with 2 different color shoes.
Yes.
Even as it relates to socks, the whole team had to come with the same color socks.
Yes.
You couldn't have some in black and some in white.
Yes.
So we have relaxed on some things, and it just makes you understand that everybody is an individual.
Exactly.
Yes, you need teamwork in how you design things, but at the end of the day, you have to allow persons a little bit of individuality, and it's something that I had to adapt to. I grew up very military in the basketball approach.
Yes, yes.
Everybody had to look the same. Everybody had to execute certain things the same, but now we allow players to have a little bit more of creativity is the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it has its pros and it has its cons.
I always tell people it's not necessarily, though your beautiful dunk there by Tyson, getting that assist from Robinson coming down the middle. And as I was saying, it's not always what's on the outside. You can't judge the book by its cover all the time. The cover could give you a good preface, you know, but it's what you have on the inside that really determines the true character of the man or of the player or the athlete.
Absolutely.
You know, yes, we want the uniformity, but that individuality adds a bit of spice to life, you know, to spice to the game. Yes, now BVI Tyson pulling up from 3, big man hits it, goes down for the dunk. No, once again, going to the change in the dynamic of the game. We were just talking about the close, but the style of play.
Absolutely.
You have big men hitting a lot more threes, a big men dribbling 7-footers. Look at Wembenyana. Tyson himself has been taking the ball down the court in some of these more relaxed games. BVI now drawing across the court. So the game is changing. Some people might say for better or for worse, they're shooting a lot more threes. We have a lot more higher scoring games, but it's all about the entertainment factor. Yes, it's development. Yes, it's growth. Yes, it's maturity. It's financial opportunities, educational opportunities. But at the end of the day, we want it to be entertaining. And in order, things must change. We must grow, as you say. And that's one aspect of the game that has changed from generation to generation. Because when I first started playing basketball, the big man was go to the top of the key, come back down on the block, post up, look for it. If you don't get it, pass it back out and roll. Yes, so back to the game. Tyson.
Big rebound there underneath the basket as number 1, Robinson for the BVI, launches a 3-pointer, hits the rim, and number 5 for Stacia catches the ball. Outlet pass to the young man, bounce pass under the basket to Reese. Reese keeping it alive, and again, here comes Stacia. Offensive rebound, and Reese, number 9 for the Stacia, bounce pass to number 13, and my friend number 11 at the corner launches a 3, and a block there by Robinson on Reese. No foul call.
No foul call, and he was looking for that as well. And as you can see, you spoke about something, even in the terms of the wear. Some of the ways now you can see colors being created inside of it, lively, and you know, and it's saying something now. Someone made mention tonight, the players' pictures on their shirts.
Never heard of. Never heard of.
You never heard of that before. So yes, changes into the game. And also, I love the tree dial by Jesus right there. And I must say, well done.
Yes. Yeshandro de Jesus.
And you don't normally get names, as we mentioned, too much of that names in the NBA or associated with basketball, not taking away anything from that, but well done. And look at him coming up again. Lovely.
Jesus again.
Yes.
And he's trying to stamp his mark on this game. Score now 49 for the BVI, 32 for Stacia. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the second quarter. And BVI controlling the ball. Offensive attack goes to the cup. 2 points. Conversion there for the off guard. Wearing, I think, the number, turn around, let's see, number 6 jersey for the BVI. Here is Reese in the paint.
Yeah.
And Robinson getting it to Fahy, who's going into the cup. 2-point conversion. Yes, I think that was Foy.
Or Kwan.
Foy.
And we have to make sure it's correct, sir.
So it's
Foy.
Foy, that's how
It's
it's
pronounced Foy.
Pronounced
Okay,
because
But he
we
prefer
had-
to be called
well,
Kwan.
We got words all the way from BVI. Could
Right.
you please call him Foy?
Kwan, okay.
You're butchering his name. So, yes, I hope that. Shout out to everyone over there in BVI. I say good evening to you.
Hodge playing a big game just now, a big rebound and put back. And that young man has grown. He's coming
Yes,
to Montserrat now for the
yes,
last 3 years.
yes.
And every year you see some improvement with his style of play. Very intense. Risky business there by Stacia, taking an opportunity to launch the ball from the free throw line, extended all the way down into the paint. And
Yes.
a call there by the referee. Yes, a call by the referee. Out of bounds. And the ball will be awarded. Substitution, Tyson checking out. Tyson checks out. And they bring in number 23 for the BVI.
That's Nicky there.
Timron, Nicky.
Yes, Cavalier for Stacia coming across the baseline there for a nice 2 off of the inbound play. We have 1 minute and 22 seconds. Hodge once more driving through the lane, misses.
Strong on that one.
Yes, Cavalier coming down the middle for center Stacia. Pulls up at the feature line, doesn't get the roll, fights for it. Foy with the rebound, heading down, resets, settles down, sets the play, faces up against Livingston, inside out play, and he's blocked by De Jesus. Livingston with the rebound, forces down court against Robinson. Robinson, beautiful strip there by Robinson.
Good defense there.
But hit off the foot of Nicky, and the ball stays with Stacia. Center
And again,
Statia's.
you have that live wire, your friend, the live wire, coming up doing
Yeah,
his
man,
thing.
Mr. Livingston. Mr. Livingston.
Yeah.
Never quits. Very, soft-spoken guy.
Yeah.
But very aggressive, very talented, very nifty player. Gets inside with the big guys, could shift them at any point in time. Knows his angles, picks his points very well. Batista to the baseline. Batista with the ball again. Fumbles it. Across the baseline, goes up, misses. Fenton with the rebound. Fenton
Big.
goes up, misses again.
Foy gets the rebound. Outlet pass all the way down. Perfect. And the young man goes to the basket there. That's Nicky.
Yes.
Nicky converts. 2 points for the BVI.
And you notice how they use the glass. They use that glass effectively, converting most of their points in from that glass for coming in from the baseline, and that's Hodge.
Definitely
Hodge,
keeping it fundamental.
Robinson.
Keep
Yeah,
it fundamental.
yeah,
You
yes.
don't have to do too much. Don't have to be too flashy. Master the fundamentals, and you see how easy life gets. Then you could add on and add your own flair and stuff like that. So 5 seconds left on the clock. Robinson at half court pulls up 8 feet behind the feature line. The 3-point line misses. Nicky goes back up, gets the roll,
back,
but
yeah.
a bit too late. So at the end of the first half, BVI 57 to Stacia 34. Yes. Yes, so some good basketball here tonight. First game, Montserrat lost. A very heartfelt loss here for Montserrat. 74 to 72. The guys fought through, tried their hardest. And St. Kitts, though, however, being victorious, getting into the finals to defend their championship. Now, BVI facing up against Stacia. BVI with a nice 23-point lead heading into the third quarter to decide whether or not they themselves make it into the finals to face St. Kitts tonight. And we'll take it back over to Master Controls here for now, and we'll meet you back for the second half of our doubleheader here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Soca brainwash 23. And if this is a dream, I don't want to wait. Brainwash is rum and his waist. Look at y'all in any place. Oh, Private Ryan on the stage. I can feel the spirit. Oh, is this a fact or is this a dream? Is this how brainwashers feel? Bench me right now to know if it real. Is this a fact or is this a dream? Brainwash is a dream. So called brainwash is fact till another day. Fact till another day. Tell them right now I ain't a dream. So called brainwash is fact till another day. So called brainwash, we getting on, oh. Soca brainwash. Thank you, Father, for this
sweetest festival is the Uma Bacchanal. Thank you, Father, for all the memories. And if this is a dream, I don't want to wait, cause it's rum and it's waste. Look at y'all in the place. Whoa, whoa. When the sun start to race, I can feel the spirit. Whoa, whoa. Is this a pet or is this a dream? Is this a weapon us feel? Bitch, me right now to know if it real. Is this a pet or is this a dream? We live in a dream. Tell them it's fact till another day. Fact till another day. Tell them right now I in a dream. Fact till another day. Cause right now I'm jumping up, yeah, yeah, yeah. I feeling away, yeah, yeah. I getting on. Don't wake me up, no. I'm jumping up, yeah, yeah, yeah. I feeling away, yeah, yeah. I getting on. Everybody jump up, put up your hand. Everybody jump up, put up your hand. Everybody jump up, put up your hand. We celebrate like millionaires. Everybody jump up, put up your hand. Everybody jump up, put up your hand. Everybody jump up, put up your hand. We celebrate like millionaires. Say oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Say oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Bring a bottle, bring a glass. Don't study it tonight because even if you must spend your last, we go party to the music, yeah. Success comes in the morning, we will prove it. But tonight, don't let we do this. Put all us in the air, where we celebrate the bread, all us in the air, like two shot to care. If it's your money instead, come let we fetch the millionaires. Come let we fetch the millionaires. I want to see us up in the air now. Come let we fetch the millionaires. Fetch the millionaires. Everybody jump up, put up your hands. Everybody jump up, put up your hands. Everybody jump up, put up your hands. We celebrate like millionaires. Everybody jump up, put up your hands. Everybody jump up, put up your hands. Everybody jump up, put up your hands. Celebrate like millionaires.
Everything's so nice, I feel like I could fly. Oh my, I feel like I could fly away. Together, you and me, together, darling, you and me, electric love. Down the further above, spirits lifted so high. Come dance with me tonight. Da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, na 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 na. Everything's so nice, I feel like I could fly. Oh my, I feel like I could fly away. Together, you and me, together, darling, you and me. Tell me what you want and what you need. This the kind of touch to make you feel. No, me never fake, my love is real. With you, it feel like we in a dream. Electric love, down the further above. Spirits lifted so high. Come dance with me tonight.
Yes, and we're back here for the start of the second half of our doubleheader here tonight. Just before we get back into the game, I'd like to give thanks to our sponsors once again. Our platinum sponsor, King Ocean Services, our gold sponsor, the Governor's Office. We had a nice conversation here with the Governor, Mrs. Sarah Tucker, earlier tonight, just telling us how her interest in sports goes, the reason behind her sponsorship, and we're truly thankful for her for contributing year on year. Our silver sponsors, CG United Insurance and the Bank of Montserrat Limited. Our brand sponsor, MS Osborne Limited, and all our other sponsors, the Gem Sports Association, ZJB Radio, Philo Magic Media, Shea, Mango Villa, Ashok Supermarket. Can't forget the government of Montserrat for their continued support of the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, the executive staff and friends of the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, all the teams and their sponsors who have contributed to make this possible, for allowing them to get here for this wonderful tournament. We're truly thankful, we're truly grateful for your contributions year in, year out to this beautiful tournament here, for allowing us to give the youth some exposure and a wonderful set of bit of entertainment for the Montserrat public, for the region in this, our carnival season here in Montserrat. So back to the game we go. Cavalier for Center Stations pulls up for 2, misses. Score currently 59-34, 8 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Hodge for BVI pulls up for a jumper across the baseline, rebounded by Cavalier. Livingston across the court to Cavalier. Cavalier drives down court to Batista. Batista mishandles it a bit, but gets his guard up top to Fenton. Fenton back to Cavalier for the jumper, misses. Tyson with that rebound down there for the BVI baseline. Over to Robinson. Robinson taking his time, coming over, facing up to Batista. Drives to his middle, using his body weight. Looks for Hodge. Hodge was cutting though. I think he was expecting Hodge to stay on the 3-point line for that pass there. But we have a turnover, and the ball goes back to Center Stations, out of bounds. Livingston in bounds to Cavalier. Cavalier number 12 for Center Stations, bringing the ball to court, wearing some green and pink shoes. Green on his left, pink on his right. Batista goes up for the 3-pointer, rebounded by Reimer of BVI. Reimer bringing the ball over the court slowly, faced up by Livingston. Livingston across to Kwan. Kwan played by Fenton. Into Tyson. Tyson faces up De Jesus. De Jesus, big spin there by Tyson on the baseline, and he misses that one. Rebounded by De Jesus. De Jesus takes it across court, driving to the middle, looking for Livingston. Livingston back to De Jesus, out on the 3. De Jesus pulls, back to Livingston. Livingston for 3, and he scores. Beautiful ball movement there. Connections between Livingston and De Jesus. So our score currently, BVI 59. Center Stations 37. Robinson back to the middle, misses. Hodge though with that beautiful offensive rebound. That youngster Hodge, we've truly seen his development, as spoken by Mr. Skerritt there over the past 3 years. It's good when you see these guys coming back and stepping up their level of play as time goes on. Livingston now through the middle to Cavalier. Cavalier steps down, tries to pass it across court, misses his mark. Back to Livingston. 8 seconds on the clock, shot clock. Fenton pulls up for the long jumper and scores.
Yes.
So Stacia getting some points in early in this third quarter. Fenton, Batista with a steal here onto Fenton to De Jesus. De Jesus pulls up for the 3. Oh, beautiful fake. And into Fenton on the baseline, getting that 2. So BVI, Stacia now within 20. 41-61. BVI with the lead. Hodge to Foy on the wing. Kwan backing down Fenton. Fenton standing firm though. Foy with the spin. Fadeaway jumper. Misses. Fenton gets the rebound. Passes off to De Jesus. De Jesus faced by Robinson. Crosses 1. Crosses 2. Goes for the lay. And he scores. Beautiful coast-to-coast lay there by De Jesus. Shaking up that BVI defense and getting some early points for his team here in the third quarter. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Robinson played closely by Batista. Robinson using that body weight, coming across the baseline onto Batista, but he's fouled there. In the studio here with us, we have Coach John Spezia, head coach of the St. Kitts and Nevis basketball team, on his way to another finals in the Montserrat Invitational Basketball Tournament. We just like to say welcome, Coach Spacia, and I know that you're pretty excited by the outcome of that last game there. Had you on your toes?
Well, let's say it wasn't artistic, but you know, this group, for whatever reason, sometimes we've had leads and we just don't take care of the basketball like we should.
True.
But they did find a way to win, and that's what good teams do. They'll try to find a way to win. And I've had them. I've had teams that, maybe they're not not great size, or maybe maybe they're gut size, but they find ways to win.
Definitely.
At the end, we found a way to win. Now,
Definitely.
But we shouldn't have been in that position.
True.
But we put ourselves in that position. The play early, Cecil Angel took the ball out. If you remember, the guy, and we know how this outbound play. We run it a gazillion times. Yeah. And usually Cupcake or Tycoon Rogers takes it out. Yeah. So when you come in as me from the outside, and I know most of these guys haven't been camp since they've been this high, and you try to get the right guys to take the ball out of bounds, because it's a disaster when it doesn't happen.
Yes, I realize Rogers is a really calm guy who can keep the game under control.
Right, Rogers, and that's why I have him take the ball. If you notice at the end of the game, usually we have a big guy take it out to push the ball to the floor. Well, I didn't let that happen. I took Rogers and said, you take the ball out of bounds. I don't need to have one of these guys make a turnover. I'd like to get the ball to him, but I had enough confidence in Angel to get open and those other guys.
Yes.
And what you run into, again, as I told the coaches, that, being a college coach and a high school coach, I spend months doing this stuff, and we still screw it up. And now I got these guys for basically. Now we do practice some, but Corleone Sargent, he hasn't practiced with us.
Okay.
No, he did some 3-on-3 with us, but he didn't even do 5-on-5. We got him last minute because somebody backed out.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you run into that. You got one that's hurt with both, but the two main guys that play with these guys all the time, well, actually three. But two of them are in Puerto Rico, Dario Esdale and Kedu Strong. So would that have made a difference in this whole thing? Sure they would have, because they're older and they've all played together.
Yes.
So that I wouldn't have had to play the young Hodge kid. I wouldn't have to play in some of those guys so many minutes.
Sure.
And that was a crucial thing that we had to go through, is just how many minutes those guys are going to get.
Definitely.
Leader didn't practice the last time because he works at the airport.
Oh, so the time constraints now.
Yeah, you got time constraints. And here's what I look at, and I'm sure the same with your guys, any of these stuff.
Yeah.
Those guys are, most of them are adult men that have jobs.
Definitely.
So they're not, as I coached the Antigua men's national team when we went to Suriname. And, fortunate enough, I had Brian Matthews and Mario and all those guys.
Yeah, I remember.
They all played college basketball.
Yeah.
And I told Coach Harrington times, Coach, these guys are not JUCO guys.
Yeah.
And you can't, they're working 40-hour jobs. Our job is try not screw them up.
Yes.
And they played, they have that league.
Yeah.
And that's when I came in. I watched the league in March, April, and played. That's how I picked the team. And, I got criticized some because I picked Brian Matthews, hadn't been on the national team in a couple of years, and Termite and those guys.
Yeah, I remember Termite.
Yeah. And I still think if Mahijah Davis had not got hurt, he broke his arm before we went to Suriname, I think we would have won the we would have won the whole thing, because Termite got hurt in the semifinal game.
Yeah.
So I think people don't really understand those guys know how to play.
Yeah.
Okay? Our guys don't know how to play.
True.
I mean, there's so many things you see them do, and you go, oh, my gosh. I'll give you a quick one. Cecil Angel in the game, dribbles across the 10-second line, stops.
Yeah.
I teach that back in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Stop, reverse the basketball back to us. I just told them that is, that's one of the first things we teach those young high school guys.
Yes,
Why would you do that where everybody's trapping you?
Yeah.
And it's just constant little things like that with these guys. So, again, it's because it is what it is.
Yes.
You got them for a short time period, even though I've had some of them, but I'm just appreciative. At this stage of my life, I get to go do this.
Yeah. Definitely.
I've been here since September, away from my family, my grandkids and stuff, and I get to come here. Of course, I have Genzel's played for me, and I've had
Wendell.
had Wendell and Tejan at my house.
Yeah.
So I have a close connection with Montserrat.
Yes.
And the Caribbean in general.
Yeah.
And my mission now is at my stage of my life is to get as many kids I can to get to college. That's my mission.
Definitely, and I can respect that.
And if I can coach these guys and get them a little bit better, because we had a 15 and under group we had in the 3-on-3. But in all respect, I look at these guys. Is there somebody out there that I think could help somebody?
Sure.
So I write up a report. You're doing live stream.
Yes.
I got college guys watching this, and we'll use it because they're all going to ask, Coach, you got a video on them?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what I told the guys. I said, I can't send them the video of the Statia game. It's not doing them any good.
Yeah, because it's a total blowout. There's no pressure.
There's no blowout. And I couldn't, like the other day with BVI and these guys. It's a waste of time. No college coach wants to look at that stuff.
Yes.
They don't like highlight films. They want to see game footage. What's the guy doing? This, like today, this is a great video for me to send Cupcake or Rogers and those guys if they want to get recruited. So I think that's important. That's what I do. I've sent, I don't know, probably from the Caribbean 30, 40 guys, not just guys, but ladies also to scholarships. To me, that's important.
And you see, that's a part of my vision as well, because it's much harder and it's a lot more expensive to go to college from the Caribbean.
Oh,
I mean, we have our local universities, but as a player of basketball, it's a lot harder for us to get into the U.S. to get to college.
And that's a part of it. That I don't know if you remember a year ago, we did a thing. We took a group to Florida with Coach Fackel and those guys.
Yes.
And some of these guys played the big fella, Tejan played, and
Jamal. Jamal Willock.
Yeah. And then we had trying to think here for a minute.
Jordan.
Leston went with us. We had
Leston from Nevis, from St. Kitts.
Yeah, so they were with us, and we played against junior college teams, and they just blasted us. I mean, I don't think we had a game close to 25. That's what. But I got him exposure, and Ford ended up getting a scholarship. He's at Bismarck State.
Okay.
And of course, Wendell came. I didn't ever think that Wendell was going to get a chance to play college basketball, but he came to my place, and he improved a ton. Big buddy did basketball.
I saw him back here in early in the summer.
What happened to Wendell? That's what you said.
What? Picking his spots, a lot more movement. Even his strength has improved.
Yeah.
So I was very impressed by his style of play when he came back. He just played a little bit of scrimmage with us, nothing too much. But just that short amount of time that I've seen him working.
We spent a ton of time with him with ball handling and shooting and stuff. And if a kid wants to put the time in, you can get them to improve if they want to do it. That's the want to.
Sure.
And at that next level, it's like I tell him. Wendell's not playing a lot up there because he hurt his ankle, but Jordan is doing a great job.
Amazing job. I think he got Player of the Week.
A
few weeks ago.
And we saw him in our recruiting camp. And I look at because I've recruited Caribbean players.
Yeah.
And I always tell those guys, I go, you can't look at what they are now.
It's the potential.
It's the potential, and more so big guys because, like Jordan. He had to be trained every day. He had to be in the weights. And like Coach McKay said, well, we're finally taking the Caribbean out of him. Because he's learning to run the floor hard and play harder for that long time period.
Yeah.
He's got guys, he has a chance. I talked to the coach from Oral Roberts.
Yeah.
He might have a chance to play Division I basketball.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But
that's
again,
amazing.
it's the people, Ockel and Beresford Mack and all those guys and the government saying, hey, we're gonna help you and put some money into it, and that's how they get it done.
Definitely,
it's all about networking, and then I play a factor in all that stuff, but it's not just them. I placed a kid from St. Martin's at Southwestern Community College. Last year in our recruiting camp, out of 12 kids, 9 went on to someplace.
Wow!
2 from BVI, had 1 from the Dominican Republic, 2 from the Dominican Republic. One's at Iowa Lakes, and the other's at Dodge City. And then, of course, 3 of the other kids were Tejan and 2 high school kids, which I knew weren't going to go in because they want to go back to school.
Okay.
The kid from Suriname that he's going to be recruited. He's being recruited now.
Okay.
So I think it's important, and I don't do just basketball. I play some track and field
Future,
people,
yes.
some soccer people,
Okay.
and women's basketball also.
Okay. So well-rounded.
Yeah, we try to help any kid that wants to get ahead. I think for us, all of us, that it's about society of helping. If they come back, and maybe they come back here, maybe they don't. I don't know, but if and I have a rule because I have a nephew that does the same thing. Trains track people. Ironically, he's in a wheelchair. He had a hunting accident after he got out of college. So our big thing is, if I helped you, then you need to go help somebody else.
Exactly.
Yes. And if we all do that,
we
the world will be a little bit better.
And you said something there. They may not all come back. And when I started like my coaching journey and just my journey towards helping other players, my whole thing was, if 5 guys go and 2 come back, those 2 could
That's
help
the
10.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And 5 out of that 10 could help another 15.
There you go.
You know, so you can't count on all of them to come back, but at least someone gets out there and they're from the Caribbean at heart. They're from Montserrat. They're from St. Kitts. They're always going to be thinking about back home and what they went through.
You're correct. And what has happened, Randy Samuel played me from Antigua, Shaker. He's back at the airport. He's up to level, you know. Obviously, Brian Matthews came back. Mahija came back. Mario's back. You know, you look at those guys that all have done something that come back. You know, Termite's still back.
Yeah.
So they've all given back to their community. And
Indeed.
and I think that's the big thing that you have to look at.
Sure.
If they can, and some of them don't. Some of them, you know, some of them stay in the States and help, you know, raise their family and go from there. But I think it's important for all of us that have been out to do that. We have a sports announcers camp, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
We've done for 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something that, you know, and even because Coach Kenford is the high school PE coach.
Okay.
And he facilitates we just completed our high school basketball league last week. Big factor in collaborating all of that. And that goes to teach the children that even if you're not a good player, there are many different aspects of this
sport.
And
that's what we did it 30 years ago. Because I had cheerleading camp, soccer camp, volleyball camp, and basketball, because that was the benefit that got me there to Danville. And we started the sports night. We had 2 or 3 kids who were blind that came to our camps, and one of them now works at Danville and does stuff out of Indianapolis. Yeah, he's blind and deaf. Unbelievable. I couldn't even begin to tell you the story. And we've had several in our camps, and we got several that are out there that are running radio stations or doing play-by-play for minor league teams and all that. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a farm system.
So it's a good networking.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Yes,
That's exactly right. It's the networking part, and I think that's important. So you're right. It could be journalism. We do it. We bring a guy in for journalism.
Even medics.
Yeah, exactly. We have a guy that does sports medicine.
Exactly.
Dr. Bartosh would come down here in a heartbeat. He does a fantastic job with the kids. So I think that's important. Culturally, we do that, and we've had the St. Kitts kids. Several of those kids, 2 of them, came to Illinois, and they competed against. I was at that time Notre Dame lost that, and they got to go to play in the Hoosier Gym where they shot the movie.
Okay.
And they went to Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame, and then we took them out to eat. I don't know if we went. I think we went to Hinkle Fieldhouse, but they played against our Lost Let team and stayed on campus. They went to some of the high schools, went to Rotary. We brought them to a Board of Trustees meeting, which I was a member of the Danville Community College Board of Trustees. So there's all kind of
and you see that type of exposure, as you say, because in the Caribbean we have a kind of laid back attitude at times, and I know you've seen it, because for me, I went to what changed my outlook on training in basketball and the level of development that I need to achieve was in 2010. I think we went to Ohio, with Coach Shoemaker, with the same Beresford Mac and those guys. And upon seeing, we went to Ohio State, we went to West Virginia. That time it was Bob Huggins.
Bob Huggins.
We got to meet Jim Tressel. That time he was coaching the Ohio State football team, and those guys. And you saw the difference even in the training. I mean, we got blown out. We played some high school teams, and we got absolutely annihilated. We played some Division II, like Christian schools and stuff, but the experience opened my eyes.
Right.
And showed me the level at which I need to work to get to the highest level.
And I think that's the hardest thing for some of the Caribbean people to understand. That, and I tell these guys all the time, I say, guys, I'm not sure, the group I have, I'm not sure my better teams, you'd be in the top 12.
Sure.
Wow. I mean, that's just, now you go back to Vance.
Yeah.
That was different. Vance was a lower.
Vance Silcott.
Yeah.
Yes.
We call him Maximus. He was.
Yes. Maximus Meridius.
Yeah. I mean, he was a freaking warrior now.
Yes.
I mean, he let us rebound 2 years in a row. I'll tell you a quick story about Vance. I saw him over in Antigua in a tournament, and I really liked because he wasn't big guy. He was probably 6'3".
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah. But he could rebound. He was strong.
Yeah.
And Genzel said, Coach is going to tell you got to cut that hair, right? And he goes, I don't know. And I told Genzel, I said, I'm just telling you, you don't cut that hair, don't come. Don't go on the boat, don't get on the plane, don't come here.
Yeah.
And he cut it, and he said, Coach, I feel like I'm naked. I go, I don't care whether you're naked or not. You're going to be like everybody else here.
Yeah.
You're no different than anybody else. I will tell one quick story on Genzel, right? You ready for this?
Yeah.
So Genzel was struggling in practice. And some of the words I can't use on public TV.
The radio,
right?
yes.
Yeah. And I said, Genzel, do you bring your swimming trunks with you? He goes, Coach, why do you ask? No, I didn't. I said, if you don't straighten out, you're going to be swimming back to Montserrat. After that, he was fine.
Sometimes they need that little motivation.
A little motivation. Yeah, he understood what I was, and he worked in my office. It's funny about Genzel, and I don't know, the good Lord has watched over all of us, but I knew, and he probably don't want to hear me say this, but he was okay as a basketball player.
Yeah.
But I knew back then it was a premonition. It was going to be more than that.
Yes.
And it has been.
Yes.
Because
Indeed.
it's worked out. We're here. We brought kids. We've taken kids from Montserrat. I knew back then, the spirit was, hey, there's more to Genzel than just the basketball.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, from the moment he got back, he started the mini basketball program. He's played for the national team. He's managed. He's been a part of the executive. He's assisted in getting guys out there, networking. Now he's coaching the national team.
Well, see, that's the other thing I'm thinking, and I've had this happen to me now. Of course, I've coached, for so long. I've had to go against former players and former assistants, right? So the last freaking time I want an assistant to beat me is right now.
Yeah, you're under a lot of pressure.
Student should not beat the
I would
master.
never live it down, and I've had that happen. I said, oh, whatever happens, I hope that ball goes in because I sure don't want to listen to Genzel say, well, I got you this time.
Yeah, so, Coach, it was beautiful having you here today.
Well, I appreciate what the association does and what Gilmore and all of those guys do, and even the bus driver. He's just unbelievable. I told him the other day. I said, I think it's Gilmore's dad. I think.
Yeah, Mr. Clifford Ryan.
Yeah, he's a good guy, isn't it?
Yes,
I'm watching the curves and all the guy and go, you know what? I'm just glad this guy is sane. He's not drinking, not doing stuff, because I don't want to be going over that cliff.
Yeah, man, you're in good hands. You're in good hands.
Yeah, it has been good hands.
Definitely.
And the Paradise people have been good. I mean, I will say this to all of them, and if there who else is out there, you have so much potential. You have the construction of this building. You got a booster club area. You got a weight room. You got are there little things you could do to even make it better? Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes.
And I would say this: I would like to see you bring in some American teams, the small college teams, NAI or whatever may be the case. That way, and they could come and do. You have an ecosystem that they could take a couple hours of class while they're here, and it would add to the the nuance of basketball here.
Sure.
And there's organizations and there's teams out there. You're not going to get Illinois. You're not going to get Duke or any of those.
Yeah. But there are lots of smaller colleges.
Right, and it could be where those schools might recruit some of your players.
Yes.
True.
And now they're going to bring their booster club people with because they want to get out during that time period.
And everyone wants to enjoy a bit of time.
Yeah,
in
they
the
want to come
Caribbean.
to the Caribbean.
Indeed. Yes, so I know you want to go and, get a little breather after that close one tonight. Jenzel almost got you and prepare for that other big game.
I had to take 2 blood pressure pills before. I said, hey, I'm supposed to be, taking it easy here. You guys are not supposed to do this. But, it has been fun with these guys. And, there's some days I want to choke them, but it's and I know, and I understand because I just come from a different world.
Yeah.
Where basketball is king. When you're in Illinois or Indiana, I've coached in gyms that seat 5, 6, 7, 8,000 people.
True.
And I've been in those positions where it's the gym's packed and you don't win, you won't be there.
Yeah. True.
So, guys, I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Keep in touch. If you got my cards, keep in touch.
We will keep in touch.
Keep in touch, and thank you for passing through and giving us some of the experience and the mass experience you have. We well appreciate it here in Montserrat, and we look forward for our energetic final tomorrow.
We're going to do that. I have a radio show that I'll do tomorrow morning.
Okay.
That goes back to the States. WITY Radio. I work for them, and sometimes you get on the Google or whatever, but I'll be live tomorrow, I think at 11 o'clock. We go from 11:05 to be noon. We're 2 hours behind there.
Yeah.
But, so I do some play-by-play.
We'll ask the link, and then we'll keep.
Yeah, I'll send you that. You guys send me an email, I'll send you all that stuff.
All right.
Thank
No
you,
problem.
Because we do it every Saturday. And if we may be here, I may ask somebody to come and speak to, and then I do a podcast.
Yes,
I do a podcast too.
All right.
So
I'll be more than willing to come and assist.
All right, we'll do. Guys, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Mr.
sir.
Spazier.
All right.
And thank you very much.
Yes, Coach John Spazier there, the head coach of the St. Kitts and Nevis Sugar Boys, passing through, giving us some insight into his philosophy, his experience with his vast college career. He'll be coming back right now, actually, to give us a bit of Oh, okay. Yes. So you guys could tune in. We'll see if we get some information on the podcast as well as the radio show, and so that you guys could tune in. A guy who's contributed to Caribbean basketball a lot over the years. Coach for St. Kitts, coach Antigua, coach quite a few Montserrat players, guys like Gengis Skerritt, Van Silcott, and the like. Even now in this new age, we have guys like Jordan Ryan, who is doing really well in Iowa, playing for the Iowa Lakes Junior College. Tejan Bazi has benefited, Jamal Willock, guys like Wendell Allen. We would have seen a lot more of Wendell Allen this year, as I've said. I've seen that young man come back after just a few months of practice, and his game has just increased. Brother of Omari Allen, the founder of Gem Sports, so a sporting family there, just to show how...
And Yewood.
Brother of Yewood as well,
Yes.
our national player, just to show how wide the reach is for sports.
And we need to use it, Mr. Fergus.
Exactly. Yeah. So, as we've been saying throughout the course of this week, it's more than just a tournament. It's more than just teams coming in. It's more than just entertainment for the Christmas. It's opportunities. It's networking. It's growth. It's building family, with guys all around the world. So, thank you again to Coach Spazier as we get back to the Stacia versus BVI game. We're now in the fourth quarter.
But
Stacia,
Mr. Fergus,
yes, we did.
Watch the score. Watch that score.
We did bite a big chunk out of the game, but Stacia did use the time to bring it back within 13.
Wow.
So Stacia, pulling a Houdini there while we were looking a bit of sleight of hand.
Yes.
Bringing it close, giving it a bit of competition here in the fourth quarter. BVI probably easing up the pressure a little bit, and Stacia taking advantage. I think their head coach just called a timeout there, giving the guys a breather. I see some hands on the hips, across there. Coach Ronald speaking to his guys there for BVI, probably telling them, keep it together, guys. We don't want to have any mishaps. We don't want to have any unfortunate events. I see that's Coach Merkman there for Stacia, telling them to stay cool. It's still close. We still have a lot of time. We just may be able to pull off that upset and get into the finals in our first appearance here at the Montserrat Invitational Basketball Tournament. So we're back on the court here with 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Honorable Quinston Buffon here at the baseline, waiting for someone to take the ball for the inbound possession to Stacia as Javier.
Waiting for Mr. Liebert, Kingsley Liebert.
Or waiting for Mr. Liebert as well, as Mr. De Jesus. That's DeShandro De Jesus takes the inbound to Livingston. Livingston, number 5 of Center Stacius, taken on by Robinson. Robinson getting his hands in there. Robinson looking for him, putting his body on him, and he just overshoots the basket, but Livingston commits that foul. Robinson, a guy, always, once he has that ball in his hand, very always calm and collective coming over the court, you know. Very controlled, very some immaculate handles there. I think he himself went to one of those camps at Danville, so he may have benefited from some of the Coach Spazier's experience there and his connections in terms of. So 2 nights in a row we've had guys in here who are contributing to development of the youths in basketball in the Caribbean. We had Mr. Byron Andrew last night, the owner of the Antigua Elite. Has a few guys in college, has some guys who will be going into the NBA draft. Coach Spazier has helped guys get into things like junior college, as we just heard. Jordan Ryan doing so well that he just might get an opportunity to go into the Division 1, which would be a big look for Montserrat, you know. So something for the young guys to look up to. If you work hard, you know, put in that time, and
you can make it. And also the networking.
Indeed.
Mr. Fergus, I'm not sure if we do realize the magnitude of the 2 guys that passed through our studio for the last 2 days.
Sure.
All right, Mr. Andrew himself with that vast networking, and also now Mr. John Spazier with that
vast
networking all over. And once if you know of these guys and their network, just call their names under certain things, and they said, that person sent you, okay. And that shows you the respect that these guys have all over the world. And some might say, oh, we have this guy on the radio talking or in that world. You must understand the magnitude of these individuals that we have. And as he mentioned, coach to coach. I help you, Mr. Julius, you go and help someone else. And that's the policy and the philosophy of our business, because I have my business, I haven't plugged it as yet, as a sports consultant all over the world, that we connect the dots.
Exactly.
That network to get work. And it's very important. And when you hear us talking about sports, it's not just one. We cover every sport as well, and we choose the right people at the right time to do the right things.
Indeed. Robinson here for BVI coming down. Fouled by Batista. Tried to get the and one, but the ball went in and came out. Robinson shaking his head there, giving a little bit of respect to Batista for the try. You know, so score currently 92-74. Stacia down by 18 points at this time. BVI going on a little 5-point run there. Robinson with the opportunity to add 2 more points to the score. And Batista has fouled out. You know, a guy he's a hard worker.
Yeah, and he works hard from the whistle, from the tip-off. He's been going and going and going. Listen, little disappointed as he goes to his coach. His coach giving him a high five, and you can see the exhaustion. Look at him there.
And I think he's been injured.
Yes.
I think he's been injured over the course of the league, but once again, leaving it out there every night. Robinson knew what he was doing. He knew that he had the fouls on him. Every time he came down, he tries to apply that pressure, put that body weight on the guys to draw the fouls. Livingston now driving down towards the BVI scorer. Goes up, misses. That's the youngster there for
number 17
for BVI. His name is Kimani Hellinger.
Hellinger.
I think he's 17, but number 17, but I think he just might be about 16, 17 years old. So his veterans trying to get him involved, especially in games like this where you have a bit of room to play.
Yes.
You know, get him that experience, get that anxiety out of him, get him to play under the whistle a bit more so that the next generation coming up, you know, he's the next one to be taking the reins, because Robinson, guys like Foy and Tyson, they've been coming here for years and maybe working their way up to the big leagues. No, wouldn't be playing under 26 for much longer.
Yes.
So good move by Coach Ronald Norman in involving guys like Hellinger. Hodge started out as one of the youngsters years ago, and now he's one of the leaders on the team, and you can see his growth there, as pointed out by Genzel earlier. Yes, so now Cavalier, there seems to have been a technical foul call. So Cavalier at the line, shooting, scores 1. He has 1 more, so that's a 2-point technical foul call there. Cavalier, opportunity to bring it back within 18, misses the second, and St. Eustatius regains possession of the ball. Taking it up at half court. Livingston out of bounds. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. BVI 94. Stacia 75. De Jesus pulls up for a long 3. Misses. Nicky with the rebound. Nicky passes down court to Robinson. Robinson pulls back out. Nicky drives down to the middle and lays it up. Nice and easy as he looks back. Centers BVI applying a full court press now. Nicky and Cavalier steps in. And a foul call, a late foul call there by Mr. Foy against Nicky. He sticked it, and I mean it's an okay call.
Yeah.
He did come across.
Okay call.
Yeah, he did come across the body of the St. Eustatius player there. So St. Eustatius out of bounds towards the scorer's table. Livingston pulls up for 3, misses. Rebound there by Reimer. Reimer coming across court now. Picked up by Skerritt. Across to Hellinger. Hellinger for the long 3. Air ball. Skerritt, number 1 for St. Eustatius. Picked up by Reimer. Backs him down. Pulls back to the center court. Across to Cavalier. Cavalier to Livingston. Livingston pulls up, doesn't get it. Through the middle for Skerritt. Skerritt pulls back out to the 3. They have to watch the shot clock now. Through the middle for Fenton,
yes.
And they made a good conversion there. So a little bit of nice ball movement, and Junior now, Jason Arden Jr. coming down to Robinson. Robinson across to Nicky. Nicky faced up by De Jesus. De Jesus pokes it out of bounds, having some words there with Nicky.
Hey, you're not good.
Yes.
You're not good. I got that ball. You're not good.
Yeah.
Look, hey, still there. You're not good.
Eustatius down by 19, but still, being gritty, being aggressive, still walking with that air of confidence and a beautiful drop off there. St. Eustatius sleeping a bit on the defense.
And you notice every BVI player has a contribution with the grassroots, the foundation of basketball.
Indeed.
Which they use and they, was that traveling or foul?
Seems like a foul call there on number 15 of BVI, Mr. Jaquan Hodge. Fouling Cavalier. They are in the bonus, so he will be shooting 2. Number 12, Cavalier, with the green and orange shoes of St. Eustatius. Hard-working guy. He has a decent enough jump shot. I think he's a bit one-handed at times.
Yes.
So he could work on that other hand, being able to exercise a few more options to the court. So he goes for his first free throw, capitalizes, brings the score to 78-98, back to 20. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of our doubleheader here. BVI looking like they just might be facing St. Kitts in the finals. Cavalier goes up for the second, get the shooters roll. Game 19 points now. Reimer coming across the court, picked up by Skerritt. Reimer back to the top of the key. calms it down, tell his player, wants the one-on-one, behind the back against Cleveland, spins to the middle, goes for the lip, blocked by De Jesus, but a foul called. Reimer.
And you see the humor in it. I like that.
Yes, Reimer showing his worth, showing his ball handling. Can get to the hoop any way he wants, you know, against the Center Stations team. And right now, it's on one mixtape for BVI, skillful ballers.
Yes.
We seen some A's of the Professor and Skip to Malo. So Reimer goes up for his first, misses. Nicky comes down to fill the lanes.
Yes. And also we'd like to use this moment to say good evening again to our sponsors, the top of the top, platinum sponsor, the King Ocean Services. Do check them out. And gold sponsors, the Governor's Office, as you had Miss Sarah Tucker in here tonight doing her thing. And as we mentioned, we had powerful people passing through into a little commentary booth here as well. You have the silver sponsored. We have CG United, Bank of Montserrat, bronze sponsor. The general manager was here as well. And a lovely 3-dial there by Junior. And other sponsors, Gem Sports, ZJB, Philomagic Media, Ches Mango Villa, and Ashut Supermarket. And do remember, tomorrow night is the final night of basketball right here. You have the third place playoff final, is it? Yes? The third
Yes.
place. And then we have the final. Who will be crowned Montserrat Basketball Invitational Champion 2024? Could it be St. Kitts? Could it be BVI Skillful Ballers for the first time?
Yes.
And it's something to see. Two coaches going head to head.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, it will be a very, very energetic. And I think in that game you will see a lot of ball.
Yes. Two different styles.
Yes.
You know, two totally different styles. It's almost like a southpaw coming up against an orthodox
Yes.
boxer, you know.
Yeah.
We will see a good match. BVI did beat St. Kitts last night. Was it?
No.
But it was a close game
Yes.
throughout most of the game. So right now we can't say we have a clear winner.
No.
We know that it will be a competitive game. It will be a hard-fought game. So you want to get here early, both to support Montserrat and see that nice game that we will have in the finals. Center Stations trying their best to see what they could come through with tonight. Cleveland Skerrit across court to De Jesus. De Jesus pulls for three and is blocked by Hodge. Rebounded by Arden Jr. Arden Jr. comes across the court. Let's see what he's got. Reimer from three, deep, and he kisses his off the glass to stretch the court.
Yes.
Stretch the score now to 104 to 82. 40 seconds left on the clock. Livingston across court. Picked up by Hellinger. Left to right. Oh, beautiful pump fake. Livingston not able to capitalize there though. Rebound by Hodge. Reimer pulls up 2 feet behind the 3-point line. Cashes one in. He's having some shooting practice for that game tomorrow night.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Livingston once again coming across court. Shot clock after De Jesus. De Jesus pulls from 3. Answers back. Hellinger coming across court. Will Reimer try for the 3 again. Hellinger goes down. Euro step. Misses. Out of bounds. No. Rebounded by Hellinger. Falling out of bounds off the side of the backboard. 4 seconds left in this game. And BVI will be facing St. Kitts in tomorrow's finals. Montserrat, close game tonight, but no coffee. Close, but no coffee. So Montserrat will be playing for 3rd place against St. Eustatius tomorrow night. Come on out early to support the home team. They didn't make it into the finals, but they do have an opportunity to medal tomorrow night.
Yes.
Last year, I think they came 2nd. They did play 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
First year,
Okay,
they didn't. They came 4th.
Fourth,
Last
yeah.
year, they came 2nd. Now they have the opportunity to fight for 3rd. Our final game, the big matchup, starting at around. They will be starting
9:10.
They will be starting earlier tomorrow. The
But-
game should start at 6.
Yeah.
Yes, game should start at 6. We just heard from Mr. Sarwani from the Montserrat Arts Council saying that the opening of festival will be starting a bit earlier so that they could accommodate the basketball tournament.
Yes.
So just
Thank them
about a 2-minute walk away, you can go to the opening. Once you finish, come right across. Let's fill up the stadium. Support our guys. They fought their hearts out tonight. I mean, well wishes to the captain, Stephen Rodney. I mean, he fought tonight. I must say he showed a different side to his game tonight, something that we've been longing for. It's just unfortunate that he sustained his energy. He's hit an injury tonight, so all the best to Stevel, also a national cricketer, so we do want him to get well soon. I also want to tag Mr. Azari Mitchell. Yes. There's a GoFundMe out there for Mr. Azari Mitchell.
Yes.
He is in need of a pacemaker. They're trying to raise about 91,000. You see, this is a life and death situation.
Yes.
You know, we need to help help one in situations like this. You know, he's a young man who's contributed.
Yes.
Not much of a sports guy. His younger brother tries. His younger cousin, Antoine, also is a part of the mini basketball program, plays for MSS. So if you could make a donation to save a life, please do so. And we want to thank you for supporting us. I'd let Coach Samuel close us out with the last words for tonight.
I'd like to say it is always a pleasure to be here with someone as so passionate as myself in the world of sports. I'd like to say thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you every night, and also everyone who has invited us into their living space by listening and on the live stream, and also over the ZJB radio, and also the different folks who have passed through our studios in here. I would like to say thank you, Mr. John Spazer, the Right Honorable.
Yes,
Miss,
Her Excellency.
Her Excellency, Miss Sarah Tucker, bringing out the whole department tonight. I'd like to say thank you for that as well, and I hope your team tomorrow at the finals. And to everyone, Mr. Jenzil Skerritt, Mr. Jay Sodwani, he invited me on the MAC program, so I'm also a judge, qualified judge for Soca Calypso. And I'm telling you, we're wearing those hats. And for the Film Magic team, I'd like to say thank you very much for having us, and Sharp Boss, General inside here, trust me.
Yes, indeed.
This guy works, and he works, and he works. So thank you very much. Indeed. And we're out until tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is the opening of Carnival, our festival right here. So if you're not here, get here, and we'll get you out.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you.
I need you to concentrate, 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 concentrate. Picture me on that bumper. Let we make a movie now. You a star, yeah, you a star. Yeah, 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 yeah.